I can't get my hat to sit on my head the way that I want it to. Whatever, let's just do this. Hey everybody, happy Friday. How's it going? How are you? Hope everybody is having a great start to their weekend so far. Hello. Oh my god, that's so many fish. How's it going, everybody? Hello. Well, it is once again another Fish Friday. I would say their last two weren't exactly super calm, but this one should be. For the aquarium, thank you. Yes, we're gonna need all the help we can get. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Oh my. It's Grandpa! Hey, Grampy.
Hey there, kiddo! Glad you're taking the reins on my aquarium! Your grandma needs help with baking anyway!
Is that what you've been doing instead of helping Grandpa bake? What the hell, Grandpa?
I've let this place run down a bit, but now's your chance to renovate it and create a thriving business!
Travel? Oh, we're traveling. Okay.
Travel to the pond to catch some fish, and I'll meet back with you here! I can't words today, it's gonna be okay!
Okay, let's see. So yeah, we gotta catch the fish that we're gonna put in the aquarium. Okay. I don't think I casted my line nearly enough, but it's fine. Okay. Crosses over the fish icon. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, neat. Interesting fishing minigame. Interesting. Okay, caught a bluegill. Very nice. Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Friday. Hope everybody's having a good start to their weekend so far. Well, I guess for some people on the other side of the world, it's already Saturday. Wait, there's multiple? Hold up. Keep your bobber inside of the fish region. Okay. Interesting. So how does... Oh, shit. Okay. Ugh. Okay, what the heck? I don't like the way that one works. Because when you do start holding it, like, it goes up, like, super slow. But for some reason, when I did it the first time, it just shot me all the way to the end. I don't think I understand that one, but that's okay. Is anything else coming? There we go. Okay. So we get our revenge on this one. Okay. Okay, there we go. I got it this time. All that for a minnow? Really? That's crazy. I hope they let me know when I catch another one of those so I don't have to do that one again. Alright, let's see what else we catch from here. Oh, wow, that was fast. Rotate! Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. That's kind of fun, actually. That's kind of fun. Oh my gosh. Okay. All that for another minnow? Come on, man. Why? Okay, well, at least that one was a more fun minigame. Okay. Now what's up, Grandpa?
Great work! Go ahead and sell some of your new fish from the inventory.
Okay. I can sell one of these. $4. Oh, well, that's fine, I guess. Okay, now what?
Got an old tank lying around that I'm not using anymore. Go grab it for free from the shop. Start generating some passive income.
Is building an aquarium actually like passive income? I'm very curious on you guys' stance on that. Wait, I need to sponge this down? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is kind of cute, actually. I actually don't hate this. Dang, we really need to sponge the heck out of this, though. This is so covered in algae. Wow. I mean, hey, with this being such a chill game, though, that's gonna leave us a lot of opportunity to just, yap about stuff today, which is fine. I think that's fun. Let's see, full screen. Wait, how do I put them in there? Oh, there we go. Move the tank. Okay. And then we just drop them in there. Yippee! They're having a great time. All right, cool.
Great work, kiddo! I know you'll take great care of the place. Hope you can bring it back to its former glory. That's all from me for now. Good luck. I'll be watching the fish swim by from time to time.
Will you, though? Anyway, see you later, Grandpa. Cash per customer, $2. $2 a minute. That's great. Okay. Well, let's see. Research enables new opportunities. Okay. Oh, we can actually get researchers. Huh. Okay. Okay. Expands our building for more room. Makes sense. Makes sense. Increased number of customers. Okay, wait, puppies? Makes them donate 35% faster? Shoot, do I need more dogs? Answer is yes. Okay, anyway, literal garbage. Okay. Okay, and then just decorations and stuff. Well, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, all right. Well, let's see what else we can catch then, I guess. Let's see. All right. What do we got? I like the music in here, but I really hope it's not going to get me, like, copyright dinged or something like that. I feel like stuff like that's happened before. Okay. We got something. Okay, okay. Yeah, lock in. We're playing a fishing game. Boy, we sure are. Mobile game where you dug up dinosaur bones and display them in a museum. Interesting. Interesting. Something about this feels pretty, I don't know, like kind of Animal Crossing-esque almost. But except you're just doing the fishing part, you know? Okay. Oh, this one again. Okay. Okay, there we go. There we go. For another minnow? Man, I need to catch some other stuff. Come on now. Come on, man. Of course, then again, you know, with your local pond, you're probably not going to find too much stuff. So we're probably going to be, like, kind of locked on, I guess, like, what fish we can get. Until we can maybe... Oh, click mashing. Okay, hold it until it reaches a number, then start mashing. Oh, what? This is weird. Okay, okay. Interesting. Okay, okay. Hey, a goldfish. Cool, I'll take that. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, let's see. Do I want to release one of my minnows and try something else, or... I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Okay, let's see here. Let's move you to the tank. Perfect. And then we can sell both of those. Yeah, $18. We've almost got enough for research. Yippee! I could increase number of customers by one, but I don't know. I love how Grandpa's just like, yep, that's all for me. I'm gonna head out. No, he's not. He's literally just hanging around here. That's so funny, actually. Okay, well, thanks, I guess, Grandpa. Okay, so now we got our research bit here. Cool. All right. Oh, okay. So how do we get the research points? Okay, okay, so we get 5 per minute. Oh my gosh, this is gonna take forever to unlock stuff. Holy wow, okay. Requires 10, requires 5, 30, 200. Oh my gosh! There's a severe lack of puns. That's true. That's true. There are, at least for the moment. Did I catch Grandpa too? Maybe. Maybe I did. Maybe Grandpa is part of the aquarium. Oh, man. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this one. At least they have, I guess, like multiple mini games, so it's not like the same one each time. Oh, oops. Maybe Grandpa's a ghost. Shit. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Grandpa's been dead the whole time. Is this gonna be an M. Night Shyamalan fishing game? Maybe. Maybe it will be. Who knows? Another minnow. Damn it. I hate seeing the minnows. I kind of almost feel like I should be waiting to see if there's gonna be, I guess, like a suspicious splash anywhere. Because I do see those from time to time, and maybe going for one of those would get me something, I guess, newer, rarer? I don't know. I'm not really sure. But of course, you know, now that I'm sitting here waiting on it, it's not gonna happen, so whatever, let's just catch something. At least we can, you know, at least we can, like, sell, I guess, like, duplicate fish. So that's not so bad. Also, I'm trying out, I guess, like, I changed some settings on my mic, so you guys will have to let me know if it's better or worse. We can just get a chain going for the shiny. That's so true. Oh man, I wish that's how it worked. I so wish that's how it worked. Let's see. You guys looking good in here? No sponge needed? Cool. Okay. Slow release pellets and then vitamins. Okay, okay. I mean, we can't really afford fish food right now, so they're just gonna, you know, they're gonna have to, they're gonna have to make it on their own there. More research per minute sounds good. What do you mean offline earnings cap? It does seem like kind of an idle thing, especially once you really get the aquarium going. But you know, we're just gonna kind of chill, I think, and see what we can accomplish. Probably not gonna play the whole game, but you know, like I said, I think this is a good opportunity for us to just kind of, you know, chill out and yap around for a little bit. Donations requires 2K. Damn, that's expensive. Okay. Oh, okay, so like crab pots and stuff. Got it. Okay. Wait, Ascension. Oh my gosh, this is an idle game. That's crazy. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. I do those sometimes too. But it's definitely gonna be like more active like towards the beginning as you get things up and running. I think that makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, a carp. Nice. Okay, let's see. I mean, I hope it's gonna do good things for our aquarium. Otherwise, I'm afraid I don't really give a carp. Alright. And another carp. Okay, okay. Wait, our net is full? We only have 2 fish. Oh, it's the weight. I see. Okay, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Interesting. Interesting. And then we'll sell the other one. Yeah, the carp is so much bigger than the others. I'm a little worried about the minnow just like kind of floating to the top like that. It doesn't seem like a good thing to have happening. Oh, so it goes by weight. Okay, so this weighs 2. So then this tank is full. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. So if we do this, we can, let's see, generate more research. That might be nice, but I think I wanna save and I guess either buy like a new tank or I want to expand this one. Yeah, expanding this one would be cheaper. But it only increases the max weight by 1. So maybe it is better to just get another tank. Okay, all right. I do think we're gonna need to probably go for more researchers though, because we really need to like research other locations. That's gonna be, I guess, like how we get our hands on some more like different fish. Okay, nice little goldfish. Too bad it's not actually a goldfish, because then it might actually, you know, sell for quite a bit. Circle tap. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I understand how this works. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, easy peasy. Okay. I understand that one just fine. Let's see. Go all the way to the end here. Ooh, 2 times bite rate. That sounds nice. I mean, not that we were waiting very long to begin with, so it's, you know, it's whatever. I actually really do like this one. Like, that one's fun. That one's fun. Ooh, an Oranda. That's new. We haven't had that one before. Very cool. Okay. Neat. Let's see. I want to sell these two. Like, I want to keep this one. Especially if the passive is like 2 per minute. I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's 1 per minute. Okay. Yeah, so then some of these smaller ones are, I guess, like doing less than that one would be. I don't know. Maybe I'll just hang on to it for the time being. 1,800 lures. Okay. Yeah, we can't afford shit right now. Yeah, we can't afford any damn thing right now. That's okay, though. Let's see. Ooh, that sounds really helpful, actually. Like the tank alerts? I think that's great. Oh, gosh. Been kind of a rough week so far, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Past couple of nights have definitely been tough, like sleep-wise. Because, you know, certain little fluffy boy has a very, very sensitive stomach. And, of course, that's been my problem. It is weird, though, because it seems like it affects him, like, more at night than it does during the daytime. He's perfectly normal otherwise, so it's so, you know... It just kind of means that I don't get the sleep that I need, which is, you know, it's something that I'm used to, but is it great? No. Let's see. Actually, let's do this one. Yeah, we can do a couple of those. There we go. Yeah, $20 per minute. Okay, so we should be able to afford another, words. Oh my gosh, a new aquarium in no time. I feel like we should have kind of maybe done that in the first place. But, well, it's okay. We're learning. That is kind of neat how, like, the weather changes each time we're out here. I wonder how much that has to do with, like, what kind of fish we catch and stuff like that. I do kind of wonder about that. I do wonder. Okay, there we go. Yippee! It's my favorite minigame. Awesome. Very cool. I do wonder, I guess, like, how many times I'm going to be doing that before it maybe hurts my wrist. Hopefully, I've got quite a lot in me, so it's fine. Okay, let's see. No, like I said, he's doing okay. He's just, you know, he's just having some diarrhea issues. Like, he's eating and everything just fine. He's not, you know, he's not doing any of that stuff. So he's, like I said, he's been pretty much normal otherwise. Which reminds me, here in about half an hour, I need to give him some medication. But that's an easy one, because, you know. Can we get this guy a roof? Honestly, man, like, seriously. Okay, so let's see. If I did increase by 1, I don't really think that would help us a lot. I don't think it would. What I do think would help, though, is if I maybe went with a bit more advertising. Yeah, so then in just a couple minutes, we'll be able to afford the new fish tank. Let's see. Let's go ahead and sell that one. I'm not feeling coy. Oh, no. Roller Coaster Tycoon and those kinds of games? Yeah, kind of. But yeah, like I said, he's been doing fine otherwise. Like, just, you know, completely normal. His usual playful self and stuff like that. It's just, for some reason at night, it's, you know. Oh, every fish species and their stats from your inventory. Interesting. Information on undiscovered ones. Okay, that's important. That's definitely important. Let's see. Shiny lure increases nibble speed. Casting speed. Oh, okay, so I can actually catch like crab pot fish with that instead. Because I think crab pots are pretty pricey. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we would definitely be able to get our hands on that a lot faster, so that's interesting. Oh, no. That's so funny, though. I swear animals are just like that sometimes. I swear they're just like that. That's just kind of how they roll. Okay. Okay. What do we catch this time? Something we can hopefully just kind of sell. Hopefully. No, yeah, it's a minnow. Okay, so we can just sell that. That's fine. That's fine. Almost feels on purpose. You know what? That is so real. I definitely feel that way with him sometimes, because, like, what do you mean you're only having issues at night? And, like, right as I felt like I had cracked the code on my sleep medication, too. So it's just like, man, I just cannot catch a break. I just cannot catch a break. But that's okay. That's all right. Hold up. I want whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but I want it. Yeah, I don't know. Only at night? That seems a little suspicious. Okay, the bluegill. Okay. Hey, we've got $100. Nice. We can actually afford another tank. Yippee. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Okay. So let's sell this. Sell this. Move to tank. And move to tank. Nice. Okay. And then we sell those. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Look at that. $54 per minute. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. Requires level 1 upgrade of expansion. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine. We can do that. Merchandising. Well, that's perfect. Okay, let's see. Do I need to clean my tanks here? What about this one? Nope, that one's fine too. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Is allergic to the dark? Oh no, don't be allergic to the dark. Okay, so we've got 4 other fish that we haven't really been able to get to there. But that's okay. That's okay. Make fish bite 10% more often? I don't think that's that big of a deal. I do feel like this is going to be a big deal, like once we eventually get to that point, though. Let's see. Let's buy another 2 researchers. Because what I really want to research, I want to research these other fishing locations. Just so, you know, we can kind of see what we can get our hands on. So, okay, let's go. Yeah, me too. Me too. Anyway, how have you been? I hope you've been doing okay. This is a super chill game. But that's all right. Like I said, that'll give us, you know, plenty of time to just talk about whatever. Why has he got a research team? Well, if I told you that, I might have to kill you. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. Unless. Honestly, yeah. But like I said, I mean, I don't know, just after how tiring of a week I've had, I mean, I think this is a great way to wind down. Speaking of winding down, if you are a member, we are playing a sledding game together tomorrow. So yeah, it's a pretty cheap game. It's just like a goofy little, you know, just like hang out with your friends game. Almost kind of like web fishing, except you're not going to be fishing. Oh no, I failed. Oh shit, okay. Are we playing as Kate Newell? No, we got too much hair for that. Yeah, it does seem that way. It does seem like a very chill, cute game. Which, I don't know, like as hot as it is for the Northern Hemisphere right now, I think that's a great way to beat the heat, personally. What do you mean failed? It was right there! Or bird watching, that's true. Flock Around a couple weekends ago was very fun too. I definitely had a good time with that one. That was very fun. Yeah, aquarium. We gotta go catch the fish to put in the aquarium first, though. Nice. Our research team is getting up and running really nicely. Same with our income here. It's looking pretty good. Okay, let's see. These ones, we have these already. Let's go ahead and sell those, and then let's see. I could go for another researcher, maybe. I think maybe I want to, because we're almost at 100. How much do we need for that first location? Hold on. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we'll be able to unlock that. Very cool. Very cool. I do definitely want to get this too, but I think maybe getting the next location, the lake, I think that's probably our first priority. Because then we can actually, you know, just go there and catch new stuff, so that's great. Let's see. 1,000? Yeah, we're definitely not there yet. I'll buy a couple of those and then a couple of these. There we go. Oh, it's $100 to travel. Oh, damn it. Of course it costs money to travel. Why did I think we would just go magically? So inefficient, so inefficient. Yeah, it's okay. Next time we get back to the aquarium with our catch here, we'll be able to afford to go to the next place. Yeah, it still fishes them tiny pond, honestly. It's okay, because, like, eventually we'll be going to, like, I guess, like, more, you know, like, far-off locations to actually, like, catch a more exotic fish. So I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be cool. I think that'll be neat. Oh, man. So what do you guys have going on this weekend? You know, besides people that are spending time with me tomorrow. Anything fun planned? I'm usually pretty boring in my off time, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I'm not, you know, if I'm not, like, playing a game of some kind, I'm usually just kind of chilling. Recording Persona songs, that's true. That's true. There are now less than 24 hours left on that deadline. Visiting family? That sounds nice. That sounds nice. At least if you enjoy being around your family. I know that's not really the case for me, but hey, if that's the case for you, I love that for you. Okay, let's go to the lake. Lake break, let's go! Okay, let's see. Let's see, what do we get here? Anything good? I mean, surely we get different stuff in the you know, in the lake than we do in the pond, right? Definitely won't be heavily drinking with a friend for their birthday. Oh yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. Who would do such a thing? I hope you have a good time. Hope you have a good time, though. Yeah, get scammed by a minnow. Honestly, that would be so funny. I don't even think I'd sell it at that point. I think I would just release it. Or I guess we could say release it. That would just be out of spite at that point, you know? Just how dare you? A rudd and a rainbow trout. Ooh, nice. Okay. That's definitely something nice. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Dang, and now this one's full too. Jeez. Okay, so let's see. Can't really afford, yeah, we can't really afford the expansion yet. So I kind of wonder if like getting, I guess, like capacity upgrades on this would be more worth it. Because right now we can't really hold anything else. And I feel like fish are only gonna get bigger, you know, as we go on here. Make a video tutorial. Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I hope you enjoy that. The goth goldfish. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I've been like slowly but surely trying to learn DaVinci myself. It's just, yeah, the way my brain works is that like if I learn something new and I don't use it just, you know, don't use it a lot, just like back to back, in a pretty short like period of time, I kind of just forget and then I have to learn all over again and it's really frustrating. 5 more research per minute. Is that worth $320? I don't know if it is. I honestly don't know if it is. Weather station's kind of nice, but like, does it really matter? I guess it does. Okay. Yeah, more information on undiscovered fish I think would be good. Let's see. Okay. So let's see what we don't have here. 2% catch rate. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna have to like grind for this one. That's crazy. Okay, so these are all, okay, crab pot ones, but this one's not. It's just a really rare catch. Damn. Okay. If you needed to, you'd still go back to Vegas just because you know the shortcuts. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Chef's offer? What? I don't even have any snails to sell you. What do you mean? Yeah, because we need 1,000 research for this, so we don't even have the crab pots yet. Well, I mean, I guess you know what this means, right? I guess this means we're just gonna be kind of grinding here until we get that 2%. 2%'s kind of crazy though. Oh, just some little tips that you haven't found on the regular ones? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Like, I know Build 42 Stable, like, just came out. I've heard that they changed around, like, a lot of the maps and stuff like that. So it really just kind of feels like you're gonna have to be rediscovering stuff all over again. Those are generous gacha odds. Yeah, they kind of are. They kind of are. Considering that, you know, whatever you get, like, you can at least sell it at the very least. So it's not like you actually catch anything that's just completely useless either. Okay, let's see. Okay, there we go. I mean, I could just release them and keep going. I think that's what I'll do, actually. I wonder if we just kind of like stay here and just keep going for that fish. I wonder how long it's gonna take us to get it. I can already hear it now. 3 hours later. Oh, you just noticed my hat? Are you serious? Yeah, I couldn't quite get it to fit on my head properly today for some reason, but you know, whatever, it's fine. failed. No way. Watch that have been the 2%. I would have been, oh my gosh. That's so upsetting. They are demanding, though. They do definitely demand that you pay attention to what you're catching. Okay. I've had these already. Let's keep going. I mean, 1.2k is pretty nice money-wise, because, like, you know. That means we can afford the expansion. So we can start putting more new tanks in, which is kind of nice. Goldfish, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Can we get anything good? I do think I'm gonna put like a hard cap as far as like how long we stay here. Just try, you know, keep trying to catch that fish. I think I'm gonna stay until our research hits 1,000. Like if we still haven't gotten it by the time we get to that point, then I think it's time to just, you know, probably leave and come back with some crab pots. I think that's the play there. Okay. Release. And there's only one more fish that we can actually catch with our rod, so I really hope we get it, because then we would be like pretty much done with this place. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, a carp. Sure. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, how long do you think it's gonna take us to actually find / catch this fish? I love how it's like, yeah, you can totally just, you know, use the space bar too, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know about using the space bar to mash. That doesn't sound like a great idea. That doesn't sound like a very good idea. Or I run the fishing shop. That's pretty funny. Honestly, I think if there was like a Stardew Valley mod that like put me in the game, I think probably the only time the player could actually see and interact with me would probably be like during the Halloween festival. I mean, if you rearrange the numbers in my birthday, then you get 1031. So, you know, it matches up. It matches up. It matches up. That's too spooky. Is it? Is it? Damn, it really took a long time to circle around that time, didn't it? Jeez, I almost ran out of time. More rare to find than... Yeah, maybe. I think that'd be fun, though. All right, let's see here. I mean, you don't think I would be a rare find in that kind of world? I think I would be. But like what? Like the one day of the year, like the wizard accidentally like left his portal open or something? I think that'd be a funny explanation for that. On rainy days, man, imagine. I don't think canonically that makes sense, because like I said, I've never been to a beach, so. Although that could be even funnier, right? Where it's just like, I'm just kind of like standing out there on the beach in the rain, and then like Claire comes to talk to me, and it's like, never been to a beach before, but everybody seems to like it. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Oh, I have to come back when it's not raining? Well... Come on. There we go. Okay. Still nothing. Still nothing. Still 2%. That's crazy. Is this just gonna be like, you know, something that we'll have to do on like each loop? Why are we trying to get this 2% fish again? For the completion, of course. For the completion, of course. You know what? That would be my luck. Like, every time I try to go to the beach, it's frickin' raining. That would be my luck. I could totally see that. Okay, let's see here. I don't know. I think it's so weird, but also so funny that that I like fishing games as much as I do, considering that I'm not really interested in fishing in real life. I'm just not. I don't know. There's something about I guess just like the way it's portrayed in games that's like so much more compelling. I don't know if that's like just a me thing or what. Yeah, it's kind of what we're doing right now. It's like collecting and finding new species. Because the more species of fish we have, the better our aquarium's gonna look. Also, I can imagine like if we do hit that 2% and get the legendary fish, it's gonna be like it's gonna be generating like quite a bit more income. So I think that's definitely important. What the heck? Damn, that one was rough. What the heck? Excuse me, Mr. Koi, what the hell? Why were you so difficult for no reason? No, I've done a bit of both, like, you know, river and lake fishing, and it just, like I said, I don't know. It just doesn't really appeal to me. It just doesn't really appeal to me for some reason. Does go hand in hand with roguelike brain. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I could see that. I could see that. Okay. Oh, there we go. Another bluegill. Okay. I love how I said we were gonna wait until we got to like 1,000 research, but that is taking longer than I thought. I think that's okay though, because like if we don't, like honestly, we're giving ourselves so much time there that if we don't catch it during that time, I think we just don't deserve to catch it. Like, to be completely honest with you, I think if we don't get it during that time, because that's gonna take a while. If we don't get it during that time, we don't deserve to get it. Although I am curious. I don't think that there was a lure that makes like rarer fish like bite more. I don't think that was a thing. I don't think that was a thing. It would be nice if there was something like that, but I don't think that that's an upgrade that we can get. I think we legit just have to roll the gacha odds there. Which, I mean, that's fine, but it's also just like, damn, man, really? Okay, another koi. It's like this legendary fish is playing koi with me. Then you have grilled fish for dinner. That's true. That's true. That's true. There it is! Oh my gosh, there it is! Holy shit, we got it. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, see, it gets us $10 a minute just for being there. Not extinct yet. Well. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Ooh, we gotta give our fishies a sponge bath. Oh, no. I love how it's like the second, like, chat's like, are you sure we don't, like, unlock a shortcut, a shotgun at this point? You know. I love how the second the threats come out, that's when the fish is like, nope, nope, never mind, I'm caught. It's fine. We're cool, man. Stay cool, man. Stay cool. What do you want? I don't have the stuff for this, man. Shove off. Yeah, because we need like 1K for the crab pods, so we don't have enough for that yet. Increases nibble speed, casting speed. I do kind of want this one, because then at least that way we can catch crab pod stuff. Mostly because it's probably going to take a minute before we can actually get crab pods. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get our expansion here. Okay. Requires research large tanks. Where the hell do we get that? Oh, there. Oh, I see. Oh, wait, lets me feed my fish for bonuses. Hold on, that sounds good, actually. Yeah, let's take that. Let's take that. Okay, so let's see. Feeding bonus multiplier. Increase my feeding bonus time by 2 minutes. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay. So what does feeding the fish actually do? Oh, 10% income boost. Well, that's nice. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so then if I did this one, then it's gonna extend it by 2 minutes. Next time I feed them. Okay, doesn't apply to this time. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Someone is the fish tank's owner? Yeah, me. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, okay, and see, that's for 7 minutes, so that's pretty good. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do a little more marketing. Go for a little more merchandising. That sounds good. Yeah, I love that just puppies. Do puppies actually make people donate faster? I wonder if that's actually true. Is there another rare catch here? I'm sure there is, right? No, there actually isn't. 8% is the... Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad. Well then, yeah, hell yeah. Let's go to the lake then, I think. Unless, hold on. Can I get... I can get a new tank. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the trash in here. We definitely don't need trash in here. I can leave that there for now. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the lake. Yeah, so there's 2 8% to look for, which isn't bad, honestly. Like, that's not too big of a deal. 8%'s okay. Like, if we can hit a 2%, 8% is easy. I love how I said that, and like, the second the second that thought, like, left my head, I was like, ah, I just jinxed myself, didn't I? Probably. I probably did. I probably did. A RUD, we had that before. We already had that. That's not helpful. We're also gonna need to be able to upgrade that keep net pretty soon too. I should have honestly probably done that like at least once or twice before we came out here today. That's okay though. That's okay. No big deal. No big deal. Well, I've had both of these already, man. I had both of these already. Let's just toss them. Let's just toss them. I want to get at least one new fish. At least one new one. I think we're kind of at the point of like letting, you know, money and research points just kind of trickle in while we're, you know, I guess like on the hunt for fish that we didn't already have. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay, I think that's one of our 8% actually. Perfect. Why not? What's wrong with being in the aquarium? But yeah, I think that's one of our 8% for that one. Is it? It is. Okay, nice. Yep, that's one of the 8%, and then we have another one. Okay, cool, 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 cool. But anyway, nice to meet you. It is always nice to meet new people. Let's see. So we need, yeah, larger keep net. I don't know why I didn't, I guess like kind of get some upgrades for this already because it was so cheap. I should have done that before. Yeah, he's just kind of chilling in here. Ready for a snack? Okay, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we can do that. Feeding bonus multiplier. 5% doesn't really seem like a big deal. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Unless it stacks, right, and becomes like 15%, then maybe that's kind of nice. I love how you said that when I just put the fish flakes in there. I just did that. Sure, I'd forget to check temperature and cleaning it often enough. Yeah, probably. I think in real life I definitely would too. I definitely would also. Let's see. Power of sponge. We can buy a couple sponge upgrades. That's fine. Let's see. One more customer maybe? Sure. Yeah, $800 a minute. That sounds great. Okay, let's see. So I think there was 8 total fish that we can actually catch with our rod here. Seaman Incarnate! Oh my gosh. What a weird game. That was always like such a weird title that like I find, I guess like the concept of it like so interesting. I've never played it though. Like I've never actually messed with it. Of course, then again, I don't really think it would be like good for stream either. Mostly because there's so many things that you would have to, I guess, like interact like a little bit. It's meant to be kind of played like Animal Crossing, you know, where you kind of like interact for like a few minutes a day to get like progression and stuff like that. So it wouldn't really be something to like sit down and stream. I guess if we did like a bunch of time traveling and stuff like that. You know, like a lot of people do with Animal Crossing nowadays. But yeah, it's supposed to be like that kind of like a slow experience, you know? Okay, let's see. 15 times, there we go, easy peasy. What do we got? Ruds! Stop giving me ruds, man! I have 3 of those in my bag already, and then I already had one. I need some new stuff, man. Come on. I sound like an addict. Just, y'all got any of the new fish? I did not. I said seaman. That was very purposeful. I knew what I'd be walking into otherwise. I think the smallmouth bass was our other 8%. So I mean, hey, if that's the case, then awesome. But if that's the case, like the other things have like a 22% catch rate, so like, where are they? Okay, tilapia is something else too. Let's see. Let's release these 3. See if we can get something else. Yeah, no, no, that's not happening. That's not this kind of game. At least I don't think so. Oh boy, I hope not. That would be a real oversight on my part. All right, let's see here. Yeah, see, man? I told you. What did you walk in on? Well, I thought I had sidestepped a haha funny joke, but turns out people were not letting that go that easily. Oh, hey, that's something we didn't have. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and move to tank. I love the flavor text on these fish. What do you mean I love this guy and Ant-Man? Oh, I hate that. It's so stupid. Oh man, okay. Let's see. Oh, hold up. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Okay, let's see. What do we have cash for right now? I'm also curious, I guess, which... Oh, we've caught all the ones that weren't crab pot fish, so cool. Okay. Nice. Very nice, actually. Okay. Let's see. So we have 6 out of 6 there. This takes up 2, this takes up 1. Okay. So I'm gonna need 2 upgrades in one tank and then 1 upgrade in another. Or I could just go for 3 in the same one. Maybe need cleaning filters? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if that's a thing we can actually unlock, though. But of course, then again, I think that we can also, get our, I guess, like, sponge power up enough to where, you know... Words. Holy crap. We can maybe get our sponge power up enough that, you know, cleaning it is really just no big deal at all. I could very much see that being a thing. There we go. Okay, let's see. So we're all full, and that means we can sell these 2. Nice. Okay, let's see. What do we got research-wise? Oh, we actually have the river unlocked. That's nice. Let's see. Do I want the river or do I want the worm lure? So if I go ahead and take the worm lure, then I can catch things that are supposed to be crab pot only. I think having that is pretty good. Why'd they draw the worm like that? I don't know, man. They just like, yeah. They just wrapped it all the way around that hook, man. Crazy. Yeah, I think I'll take that one. Then let's go to the pond, I think. See what we can catch there. 10K, holy, okay. Well, I mean, I had kind of thought, I guess, that we could we could really just kind of afford a new tank, but maybe not that easily. Oh yeah, the worm's having a bad day. Holy crap, look at our money go. Look at it go. Damn, okay. That's kind of nice. Wait, hold up. There we go. Equip that. But yeah, that worm is having like the same kind of bad day that our ship's crew did the last couple of Fish Fridays. That was something else, man. Like I said, worst day of work ever. Hey, Mo, how's it going? Yeah, I mean, we're kind of winning. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty okay. Oh. I somehow did not even notice that said go. I think it usually, I want to say it usually bobs 3 times before we can actually get it. Another minnow, stop it. But yeah, this one is much calmer than some of the other fishing games that we played. So we just, you know, we've just been kind of yapping along today. It's been pretty chill. It's been pretty chill. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you know, with my dog having the stomach problems he's been having at night this week, it's been, whew, I'm pretty tired. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty damn tired. I don't know. Why are you? I'm not the one doing it, so I don't think I'm the one to answer that question. It's kind of weird because, like, I don't know. I think probably part of the reason that I'm okay with like most bugs, not all of them, is I think like the few times that like my dad like did, you know, take me fishing and stuff like that when I was a kid, we used live bait and like I had to, you know, like bait my own hooks and stuff like that. So I think I kind of just got used to handling them. Now it's like, if, you know, if the contact is unexpected, then that's still just like, oh God, get it off me. But like, but I don't know, like when it comes to like a lot of stuff. Oh, hey, a freshwater snail. Nice. That's one of those crab pot ones. Can you what? But anyway, yeah, like I said, I think like expected contact with bugs. Like if I'm choosing to just like, you know, reach out and like grab it or whatever, I think that's fine. Which is, oh, hey, is that another crab pot one? I think it is. Very cool. Very cool. Might actually catch all three this trip. That'd be kind of nice. But yeah, I don't know. Cause there's, I think it's just like the holes, I guess, like around my window unit, like here in my office. But yeah, like sometimes, you know, like kind of like those fake ladybugs and stuff like that can get in. And honestly, like I'm perfectly okay with just kind of, you know, grabbing that and just like taking it out the front door and letting it go. I don't often get the chance to do that though, because a lot of times they're, you know, they're like hanging around like high on the walls or the ceiling and stuff like that, and I can't quite get them there. Not quite. So it's like, okay, well, you haven't really given me much choice there then, have you? But not if they bug me. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I think that's part of the thing that I hate so much about like spiders in general. I feel like they're always just in the places that you least expect to find one. I think the worst, I'm trying to decide, I guess, what my worst spider encounter ever has been. I think the worst one is in one of the places I used to live. I was just kind of like randomly awake at like 5 in the morning. And I just kind of, you know, went out to the kitchen to like grab myself like a glass of water or something, right? And right there in the middle of my kitchen floor was a giant ass wolf spider. I was like, bro, what? And this is also at a time when like my mental health was worse. And like, you know, during that time when I was like in like half awake states, I guess during times when I was really stressed, I would hallucinate seeing spiders. So I was literally just kind of like frozen there for a second, like, is this even real? And then, you know, just to kind of make sure, I just kind of like threw something small at it, and yeah, it moved. So I was like, nope, okay, all right. I don't know what to do now. It was not great. It was not great, which I don't know if you guys have ever like encountered like wolf spiders, but they're usually pretty big. But hey, they're just abiding by the hat, right? Size matters after all. right, let's see. No carbs given. We'll keep the minnow. I really want to catch the other potfish. Yes, you had one in Australia. Oh, God. Oh, that sounds crazy, Grim. Jeez. But yeah, see, that's the thing, is like, I feel like spiders always just jump scare me. And if they didn't do that, I don't think it would be like that big of a deal. Because I'm trying to think of, I guess like my other like runner-up for like worst encounter probably, or like one that scared me the most. In the high-ranking competitive server. That's pretty funny. But yeah, no, it's I think the other one that I had happen that really scared me was, let's see, I think there was like one time I was going to the bathroom and, you know, I went to like get some toilet paper, right? I just kind of reached over. Tell me why there were like legs poking out of like the toilet paper roll. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's just, nope, nuh-uh. No, thank you. I choose life. But yeah, I did end up like, kind of like spraying it, like just to make sure. Yep, there was a spider just camping out in there. And that's just one of those things where you're just like, really? No, thank you. But yeah, it was like part of the way, like inside of the roll, and then like, you know, but just like parts of its legs just like, you know, poking out of the hole, like it was just waiting for me to reach for, and I'm like, nope, we're not doing that. Ours are usually small and thin. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, Bubba, how's it going? I was just sharing some of my worst spider-related jump scares. Gonna speedrun learning a song? Oh, are you gonna contribute to the Persona submission forum? If so, super cool. That's super cool. I look forward to hearing it if you do get it in. Yeah, let's see. Current time for me is like just after 5 p.m. So around like 3 p.m. tomorrow, after my member stream ends, is when I'm closing the forum. So definitely gonna try. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome. Good luck to you. Good luck. There's always one big grass one in the. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I still think like walking out into my kitchen at 5 in the morning and just seeing a big ass wolf spider in the middle of my kitchen floor. I think that was trauma right there, you know? Especially like, cause I walked in and it was like facing towards me as I came in. So it's like he was waiting there like, hello, I've been waiting for you. You and I need to have a chat. Oh gosh. I don't know how I managed to do it, especially because like I was terrified because like I don't know. I've never liked them regardless, but that one was just like that was like sheer terror. But I was still somehow able to, I guess, like lure it onto like a piece of paper and like kind of drop like an open Tupperware over it so I could take it outside. It was just, but still, like that whole ordeal lasted like an hour or so, and it was just, oh my gosh. Like, now I can look back on it and joke and be like, I don't care who the IRS sends, I'm not paying taxes. But yeah, like I said, just, you know, if they didn't just jump scare me all the time, I would have less of an issue. also just let them live in your apartment. I mean, yeah, like the harmless ones, sure, definitely. Next to your ear, nose, mouth, eyes is a no-no. Oh, totally, totally. I completely get where you're coming from, and that's part of, I guess what made those, like, stress-induced hallucinations so bad is because there'd be times when, you know, I would kind of, like, wake up and open my eyes, and, I would, like, open my eyes, and I would see one, like, crawling away from my face, and I'm just like, oh, God! Like, they were always in, like, super close proximity. I remember the one hallucination I had where it was like, oh gosh, I think it was like one was like coming down from the ceiling towards me, and I was just like, no, 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 no. Like, luckily, you know, they're stress-induced, like, visual hallucinations, so they weren't there. And I wasn't, like, having any other sort of, you know, any sort of, like, other issue otherwise, but boy, that is a time of my life that I am glad is over. Maybe you attract flies. What are you saying, that I'm stinky? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? I'll have you know I shower daily. Sometimes more than daily if it's bad enough. Like, just if I'm outside a lot or it's like, you know, super hot and I'm just sweating a ton, yeah, then I might shower more than once a day, actually. I don't bathe in the mornings, I bathe at night. It's actually a pretty good, there we go, that's the last thing, nice! And we just got the achievement for catching 100 shrimp, or 100 shrimp, 100 fish. So, okay, cool, 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 cool. Very cool. Oh, hey, guess what? We can afford the new tank now. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's nice. Good deal. Let's see. Move to tank. And move to tank. And move to tank. Beautiful. Fish are ready for a snack. Boy, I bet they are. Don't have to worry about getting eaten. Your habitat gets taken care of for you. You get free food. Can you actually catch shrimp with a fishing rod? Well, I mean, you're not supposed to be able to. There is let's see, there's another piece of equipment that I could get called, you know, crab pots. That's what you're supposed to, I think that's like what you're supposed to catch things like, lobsters and shrimp in. You know, because they're bottom dwellers, right? So, didn't make the association. Plausible deniability, huh? I see how it is. I see how it is. Okay, let's see. Is that chef still here? Yeah, man. Here you go. Okay, cool. I mean, he paid me pretty handsomely for those. Let's see. 100K for the next expansion? Oh my goodness. Okay. Maybe I'll go with a couple of... There we go. That works. Okay. And then we travel. Oh, right. So we could go here and put down... Actually, we don't have crab pots. Let's just go to the river and see what we can catch there, I think. Your immersion is ruined! Oh, no. Oh, no. I've ruined everything. Hey, Flash, how's it going? How's it going? Hope you are having a good start to your weekend so far. Yeah, send me a DM for later. Okay, okay. I don't know how I just saw that, Grim. Sorry about that. I'm just kind of all over the place today. Can you hook an octopus? I'm pretty sure you could, at least by accident. Gotta go to sleep? Hey, no problem, Kuro. Have a good one. Okay, let's see. I kind of wonder what the catch rate on that largemouth bass is. Because I know the smallmouth for the lake was like one of our rarer ones. So I kind of wonder if the largemouth bass is one of the rarer ones for here too. I kind of doubt it, but I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. Yo, that's a big one. Okay. Wait. Okay, I was about to say, did that one take 4? No, it took 2. Well, I'm glad we've been, I guess, like, upgrading our net. Hell, that largemouth bass would have taken, you know, the whole trip right there. Okay, let's see what we got this time. Nice. Ooh. Cool. All right, 3 new fish. Very good. Very good. Good stuff. Good stuff. I should have probably looked and seen, I guess, like how much the next tank is gonna cost. Because I'm kind of like, I don't think we're gonna have the cash to be able to put these fish away. Like, not directly into a tank, I mean. Okay, let's see. I'll release 1, mostly because I'd like to try to catch another new thing if possible. You know, just if possible. If possible. Also, I don't know. I think I kind of like the idea of being able to, I guess, like, catch the bottom feeders with our rod instead of having to spend money on crab pots for them. I was like, what do you mean dropping 1 crab pot here cost me 10K? Like, what? Why do that when I can just equip the lure, worm lure and potentially catch it for free? Is it true that Bass Pro Shops sell hot dogs like Costco? I don't know. I think it depends on which one you go to. Because they do have like some pretty big facilities in some places. So for people especially that aren't from America, this is something that even I think is crazy as, you know, someone who's lived here my whole life. Okay. So let's see. There's a state in the South, has a big city, right? And in that big city, there's a glass pyramid that's been there since, oh God, I think like the 80s or 90s, something like that. It's been there for a really long time. But I want to say like in the last like decade to 15 years, I think it was originally like an event place, but Bass Pro Shop bought it. And it's now just like, I don't know if any of you guys have like been near there, like been there ever, but it's crazy in there. It's crazy in there. Cause like they actually have like live fish and stuff like that, like in like ponds that you know, just kind of walk over, like bridges wise, right? But yeah, they got a hotel in there. They've got like a bunch of different places to eat in there. You can buy guns there, cause why not, I guess. But no, I definitely, if you've never, I guess, like, seen it or heard about it, I definitely recommend, watching, like, any kind of a video about, like, just the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Like, I don't know what possessed them to buy that, but, like, it's crazy. Alright, let's see. So I can put this guy. Yeah, I can put this guy right here. Perfect. Okay, so we need 7. Okay. Well, not that. Let's see. New tank is 100K, bro. That's insane. What do you mean? Okay, well, I guess we can get a couple of tank capacity upgrades on these. Yeah, for you, you can go here. I will do the same with this one. Okay, and then I need 3 on another one. I guess I can do that on this one. There we go. Perfect. How would you protect yourself from a wild largemouth bass if not with a gun? I mean, just don't go in the water. I don't know, man. What kind of a question is that? But yeah, like I said, it's, you know, oh gosh. But yeah, when it was like pretty new, I went there like once, like with my parents. I don't know why, but like my dad just like really wanted to go. And you know this is a long time ago because I'm not even, you know, in contact with my parents anymore. So yeah, you definitely know that it was a long time ago, but like, yeah, it was crazy in there. It was crazy in there. It's just not one of those things that you know, really expect to see, I guess. Okay, and then there's 2 things that we can catch at the lake. It's an 8% catch. There's another 2%. No shot. That's crazy. Okay, well, I guess we're going back to the river. Although, first I think I should probably buy a few more researchers, I guess. There we go. 50 per minute. That looks pretty good. Okay. River it is. Let's see. So we've got the worm lure equipped. Yeah, and that just like gives us a chance of, I guess, like the ones that you can catch from crab pots. So I guess once I get both of those, yeah, I guess once I get both of those, then I can just equip the regular lure. And we can try to catch that 2%. That's a good song. That's a good song. Definitely a very, very solid Persona 5 song. There's a couple of others besides that one that I don't know, I guess most nervous about. But that is definitely on the song list. Oh yeah, speaking of like for, I guess the Persona song list, I do want to put out that song list just as like a YouTube playlist. I guess, you know, so people can kind of get familiar before we have that, I guess. I'll probably put that out like sometime next week, I think. It depends on if I have time to put that together over the weekend. Cause yeah, with me not really getting the rest that I'd been hoping to get, I haven't really had time to do some of the other things that I wanted to do, so I've got a little bit of a backlog I gotta work on. But it'll be okay. Still plenty of time. But yeah, basically the idea is just like to, you know, put the playlist of songs out there, just like not in any particular order. Mostly because I don't think I have the order fully decided yet. Okay, that's a new one. Let's see. Oh, I don't get to see if that's one of the potfish. Oh no. So I don't know which one that is. Oh man. Okay. Reminds you that you should start Persona 4 a few months ago. I mean, Persona 4 is pretty good. Persona 4 is pretty good. I really enjoyed that a lot. Like, granted, it's been forever since I played Persona 4 Golden, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it, actually. I'm trying to think if there's like anything there that really like didn't age particularly well, but I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Is that one rare? I wish it would tell me when I got a rare one. Well, either way, we've caught 2 things that we didn't have already, so that's something at the very least. Okay, we had a walleye already. Yeah, but these 2 are new. Those 2 are new at least. You watch, I got like one, I guess, like crab pot fish, and then the not 2% that we still had to catch. You're supposed to play so you know some songs, but you keep forgetting. Well, hey, I mean, you've got like a month, so... Got the collector's edition with the Aegis figure. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I've been thinking about, like, maybe playing Reload, like, in my own time. Because, I don't know, I think that some of the glow-up that the, you know, that you got there compared to, I guess, like, the original is pretty nice. I do think that if I were to go that route, though, I would probably, play P5 Royal instead, because I have that. I've had that for a very long time, and I just never played it. I don't know if I'd do either of those on stream, though, because holy shit, they are long games. Those are so long. Oh my goodness. Like, you guys thought I took forever with Time Stranger. That would be nothing compared to P5 Royal or P3 Reload. That would be nothing. That would have nothing on either of those. Oh geez. Oh geez. Okay. 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 We got it. We got it. I think that's perfectly valid to just be like, I don't know shit about the games, but I love the music. I have no idea how people can do multiple playthroughs. You know what? Honestly, same. Honestly, same. I totally understand where you're coming from. But, yeah, gosh, like playing through like the first Persona 5, that was like very shortly after it came out. So I think I've pretty well forgotten, I guess, like what all happened in that, to where I could get like that full enjoyment out of Royal. I do think though that like, any Persona game that like comes out after this though, and I'm not talking about like remakes and stuff like that. I'm talking about like if we get like a Persona 6, right? If we get like a Persona 6, I'm probably just gonna wait until they, you know, put out the, I guess like the definitive version. You know, kind of like they did with P4 Golden and then P5 Royal. I think that's probably what I would do. I think that's probably what I would do. And then, you know, just stay the hell off social media so I don't get spoiled during that time. Oh, man. Because I don't know, like, if you know that's coming, it's kind of like the whole Pokemon series issue, right? Where it's like, for the longest time, they would do like 2 versions of the same game, and then you would get like a definitive 3rd version, right? Like with Gen 4, you had like a Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Yeah, you had Diamond and Pearl first, and then I think it was like, what, a year later? Maybe 2 years later, you got Platinum? I think Persona's kind of got that issue right now, too. So I think if like P6 does come out, even if they say we're not doing, you know, we're not doing like a definitive like Persona 6 edition, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay, buddy. I'm just gonna wait. Because of course they would say that. Because they know people are onto them, right? Like, that's something they've already expressed a concern over, is that, you know, oh, people really aren't interested in, like, you know, buying our games when they first come out because we keep putting out, you know, definitive versions later. Well, yeah, in this economy, man, you really expect me to buy both of those? Come on now. That's crazy talk. Let's see. Okay, so we do have the worm lure equipped. We've only seen 2 fish, though. There are enough Mega 10 games for a lifetime. That is also so true. Also, like, with how big my backlog is, like, even outside of that, like, I've got games to play forever, man. I am not in any hurry. Especially considering, you know, with the upward trend on, like, game prices and stuff like that, it's very likely that, like, when Persona 6 does come out, it's gonna be, like, $80, which, nah, miss me with that, man. don't think so. Yeah, even if I can't afford it, doesn't mean I want to. Exactly. But yeah, no, totally. I completely understand where you're coming from, because I very much feel the same way. It's like, could I afford to get it at launch? Sure. Do I really want to pay that much for it, though? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Just like, I don't know, like, I know a lot of people are like really excited about GTA, and like, I really hope that the people that are excited for it, like, do get the game that they're hoping for, but like, just not interested, especially not for, you know, as pricey as it is. Like, no thanks. I'm good. I'm good, honestly. Like, I hope the people that do want it enjoy it, but I really just could not care less. I'll wait for the discount. Exactly, because you know there's one coming, at least eventually. Like, you might have to wait a while for it, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Like, I'm perfectly fine with waiting. Yeah, I saw that, which I'm pretty pissed because, like, I got Dragon's Dogma 2, like, when it first came out. That shit did not even run on my damn PC. Like, are you kidding? Because I have a pretty good computer. So, like, the fact that it was, like, you know, it just ran like hot garbage. Hell, even now, like, I've tried it out, like, another, like, time or two just in my own time to see, you know, how good it was. Or, like, how much better it got. It really didn't get that much better. Which sucks, because I loved the first Dragon's Dogma. I was really excited for Dragon's Dogma 2, but it ran like crap. Also, like, yeah, why did they name the expansion the exact same thing as Dragon's Dogma 1? Did they never fix it? I don't know. Like, the time that I tested it out it was a while back. Like, I've heard that they fixed it, but, like, man, I don't know. That shit frustrated the hell out of me, though. Described as a Capcom tech demo. You know, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, I don't know. Like, call me crazy, but I kind of think I might rather just go back to, you know, the first Dark Arisen. Because I played Dragon's Dogma 1 and I loved that. I don't think I ever got around to Dragon's Dogma 1 Dark Arisen. Hell, with them being called the same thing, maybe I could go with, like, the really scummy tech, right? And, like, on like release day for, like, a Dragon's Dogma 2 Dark Arisen, I'd just be playing Dark Arisen 1. Just not tell anybody. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but it would be so funny. I'm not gonna do that, but that would be so damn funny. It's their fault for not reading. That's true. That's true. It would be missing the 2. I do think that would be kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Do it just before the DLC releases. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? It's $5 right now. Oh, the first one? Like I said, I think I have it already. I'll have to check after stream and see if I do. I'm pretty sure I do. I'm pretty sure I already have it. But hey, that's still a great opportunity for people to pick it up that have never played it before. Because no, like the first Dragon's Dogma, that was like one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's just, that was peak. Like, for me, like at the, you know, at the time that came out, like that was peak. I mean, hell, maybe it still is. Maybe it still is. Pretty awesome to play as when you unlocked it. I mean, yeah, it sounds like a really good mix of, you know, physical and magic, which is great. Especially since, you know, both the main classes just kind of, you know, I guess like have their downsides to them. I guess having more of like a mix of the two would be pretty nice. I can imagine it would be. Accidentally made a character that looked like, who? I don't think I recognize that character name. PS Plus, of course, of course. Still a very solid game? You know, I believe you. I believe you. It just kind of feels like one of those ones that would hold up pretty well, you know? Like, I don't know if that's just my bias talking. It very well could be. It very well could be. Yeah, we're just not, like, catching anything else besides these two, man. Maybe... This is weird, because, like, we should be able to catch, like, potfish. I kind of wonder if the two that we got are the potfish. We're almost at 100K, though. I think I'm just gonna take the, I think I'm just gonna take the next few fish that we get and just go back to our aquarium there. Oh! I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been so long since I played it that I completely forgot her name. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, it sucks because, like, I was really, really excited for, like, Dragon's Dogma 2 to come out. And then it did, and, like, no matter what kind of settings I ran it on, it ran like ass. It was so frustrating. Built on solid fundamentals. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think, like, the real, like, peak for me is, I think just being able to, like, have your, like, basic combat along with, what I call, like, the Shadows of the Colossus, right? Where you can, like, either, like, climb up on big monsters to, you know, to hit, like, certain, like, points on them. Like, I think there's like a big Cyclops monster that you can fight at one point, where you can, like, climb up, like, up to his head and be able to, oh, shit! Nice, we got something new! Okay, cool. Very cool. Okay. But yeah, yeah, being able to, like, climb up on them and do stuff like that. Like, gosh, the Hydra? Yeah, climbing up on the Hydra? That was sick. That was so cool. And then, of course, you know, being able to, like, climb on a griffin's back, like, as it's about to, like, take to the air, and you gotta try to, like, hold on, and oh my god, that was so much fun. It was so cool. I just remember, like, playing through that and just being like, holy shit, this is so peak. Just starting out, walking out of town, getting jumped by a group of 5 bandits and dying. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's so funny, though. Like, you couldn't have possibly known that, but it sounds like you probably picked a bad time to leave town. Don't like how Mercedes' plotline finished. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. 'Tis your hometown, is it not? Maybe? Who wants to know? Okay, so we got 3 new fish there. That's pretty good. Hey, we've got 100K. We can actually afford that other tank. We gotta do this first, though. Y'all, some nasty fishies in here. Some nasty, nasty fish. Very stinky lads. You do a rolling attack with the daggers and you look like Sonic. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. There was like so much, I guess, just like interesting stuff that you could do in there. No way, Scrap Mechanic actually got an update? What is Scrap Mechanic? Alpha, Beta, what's next with these kids? Omega? Yes. Yes, who wants to know? Okay, let's see. Let's sell these ones. We can sell one of these guys. Okay, so wait, we got everything except for the 2%. Are you kidding? That's crazy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get our new tank. Very good. Beautiful. Okay. Fishies are ready for a snack. Yeah, I bet they are, man. They look like very hungry little guys. Let's see. Actually, let's go ahead and get the, make sure we have the upgrades for both of these. Or all of them, I should say. Okay. There we go. What kind of Omega? That's a great question. That's a great question. Okay, let's see. So we still got the 2 potfish. Yes! That's the only one we didn't get. Okay. Okay, well, at least we got both the crab potfish, so we can just use the regular rod. And it'll take these 2 out of the pool. So hopefully that means we'll be able to get a hold of this one faster. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Well, we could do crab pots. We could unlock Ascension. I don't know if I want to do that, though. Allows me to construct large tanks. I think I like that. But we're also about to get Ocean, so, ooh, I don't know. I think we need larger tanks first. Like, I hate to say it, but I think we need larger tanks first. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we've done what we can afford there. We don't need the tip jar because we're not gonna be offline, so. Okay, let's see. Well, let's go back to the river and catch that 2%, shall we? We so got this. But no, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny, right? Because I do the, This is something I've only done in, like, in Dragon's Dogma. But it's for some reason just kind of my go-to when it comes to, like, character and pawn creation, right? And I know I explained this, like, pretty, I guess, like, gosh, it's been a really long time since I told the story. Yeah, a lot of you guys weren't here at that point. It was pretty much when I was first starting out. When I was kind of toying with the idea of, like, grabbing, like, Dragon's Dogma 2 on launch, I basically mentioned that, my character, I would pretty much make, like, the oldest looking grandma possible. And then, for my pawn, I would just have, like, your hunky beefcake Chad. It's just very funny to me. Like, I don't know why that was, like, my go-to. But pretty much, I think I played through the original Dragon's Dogma like 3 times. And each time, like, I made a different grandma with a different beefcake sidekick. Oh yeah, the cursed Garfield that we made for Dragon's Dogma 2. Man, I think our character creations there were peak. Like I said, I don't know why, that's just kind of like what my brain defaulted to doing when it came to character creation, but like, man. Oh yeah, totally. He was hanging around with the grandma that was gonna get him a Nintendo Switch if he was really good. But yeah, it's so funny because like any other game with a character creator, I've never done something like that. It's only been Dragon's Dogma, and I don't know why. Brains are funny things, though. What can you say? Okay, let's see. Well, we're not getting it yet, but that's okay. That's okay. Trying to think of, I guess, like, what kind of time limit I want to give myself for trying for this. I mean, like, honestly, I kind of don't mind just kind of sitting here until we get it. Like, we eventually will. Or maybe we won't. I don't know, actually. But yeah, like I said, only with Dragon's Dogma. Like, I couldn't tell you why. It was just the funniest damn thing in the world to me. So I was like, you know what? Let's just keep this going. Yeah, the music in this game is nice. It is nice. Like, I don't know if the I don't know if the developer like made it, if they commissioned it or what, but like it's nice. It is. I just hope I don't get like copyright dinged for it or something like that. That just seems to be my luck sometimes. I wish there was a better way, I guess, to be able to check things beforehand and see if you're gonna get dinged for streaming something. Because the amount of times that I have just from, you know, oh gosh, like they use like already licensed music in their game and stuff like that, and you know, I guess they didn't have rights stuff worked out properly. So if like you streamed the game that it was in, you were gonna get dinged. There's even some where I guess I thought they were like, I don't know, like Creative Commons or something like that. Like some of the music in oh gosh, the Chef's Shift. Like some of those were like, I don't know, I would almost consider them like stock tracks, like that you hear in like the background on YouTube videos all the time. But for some reason, I still got dinged for those. And it's like, bro, really? For real? So, I don't know. Like I said, it's not like a big deal because, I don't know, the size that I am, it's not like I get anything really for, I guess, like, you know, like the ads that they choose to run on my streams and stuff like that, because they choose that. I don't most of the time. The only time that I will actually like add an ad to my stream is like, you know, if I throw up a BRB screen. You know, like for longer ones when I'm, you know, gonna go take the boy for a WALK. I know better than to say that out loud. But yeah, like whenever I go do that and I'm gonna be gone for longer than like just a couple minutes, you know, like when I'm switching games over, like during demo streams, that's fine. I'm not gonna do it there, but like, you know, during times where I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, then I will. And it's crazy too, because like I have my settings, you know, set to manual, which you would think that ideally means that there would be no ads in there at all. Besides the one that I manually choose to put in there, but nope, that's not how that works apparently. See, in the same room, or can I hear you from outside the room? That's the thing, I don't... Oh yeah, no, I just looked back, he's definitely in here. He wasn't just a little bit ago, though. That's why I said I didn't know at first. But, I don't know. He usually stays pretty close by, even when he leaves the room. He just likes staying close. Which is very sweet. Like, there's so many times, man, like, I don't know. I just kind of think about it sometimes, just like how different he is from how Dewey was, you know? Because there'd be times like with Dewey where I'd, you know, just be streaming and he'd like I guess he thought I was too loud or something, because he would like just go like all the way to the other end of the house and then just lay down there and sleep. And it's just like, oh, buddy, I'm sorry. But no, Shadow's never too far away unless he's getting up to something. That's how I know he's up to no good. Because otherwise he tends to just kind of follow me around. So yeah, like I said, he's right here. Very close by. Right, another largemouth bass. That's cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, maybe 100K? Yeah, maybe 100K and like 1,000 research points is probably where I want to like go back. Wasn't much older. Yeah, he really wasn't. He really wasn't. He very much acted like an old man, though. Oh yeah, no, Shadow is very baby. He is just a giant little baby man. He very much is. He is very baby. I mean, Dewey definitely had his times where he was also baby, but I mean, I don't know. Not like this. But just like people, you know? No two dogs are the same. Not that I expected that. Not that I expected that in any way, shape, or form. I don't even know, like, what kind of weather, I guess, is good for our 2% here. Man, because we're almost to 1,000 research points. We've got a bit longer until 100K money, though. But yeah, you know, as evidenced by the fact that Shadow has like literally just an anxious stomach, I think. Like I really do think that's what it is. Yes, he does do that. It's so funny. There's been quite a few times where like I've just hit go live and I've been like, okay, so I need to just like go refill my water and then I'm ready to go. And then, you know, right as I'm about ready to get started, then he'll just come sit over here and just like paw at me until I pet him. And it's just like, okay, buddy, all right. So demanding. So demanding. So demanding. But you know, like pets are like that cute kind of demanding though. There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, it's just kind of staying in place. That's pretty easy. I was gonna say, that can't be our 2%. There's no way. There's no way it is. Maybe he felt I needed it. I think you're ascribing a little too much intent there. I think he decided, oh, you got up and walked past me without petting me? Well, we can't have that. I think that's more likely. I think that's more likely. Yeah, I think it's more he decided, how dare you get up and walk past me without paying the tax. Okay. Yeah, I'm still just not getting it, huh? love how like the first one was just like so easy as far as you know, getting our hands on that one, but this one is just like, man, it's taken a while. Like it when your cats want attention during the day, not at 2 in the morning. Well, I mean, you know, that's just kind of what cats do, isn't it? Like I hear about like nighttime zoomies from cat owners all the time. I think that's just kind of a thing that they do. First, then again, I've also had times where I don't know. I felt like Shadow just kind of had like zoomies like super late at night too, and it's like, buddy, what are you doing? All right, let's see. So we're almost at 100K. I might need to head back to the aquarium here soon. You know, if we don't catch this guy. It'd be great if we got him before we headed back. I might maybe extend that time out a bit till we get to like the 1.6K here. Because at least at that point we can unlock our next fishing biome. So that would be something at least. That would be something. I just kind of hate to leave without that fish because, you know, we came out here specifically for that, so it feels kind of like leaving empty-handed, you know? I don't like that. I don't like leaving empty-handed. Okay. Yes, I think I'll postpone it a little bit till we get to the 1.6K there. Like I said, at least, you know, then when we get back, we can unlock the ocean biome. And that's a new place to fish at the very least. Okay. Yep, definitely not that one. When do we unlock dynamite? Man, can you imagine fishing with dynamite? Holy crap. I don't think any fish that we caught with that would be aquarium ready. Let's just say that. I don't think that's really suitable for our purposes there. I definitely feel the frustration though. I get it. I get it. Gosh. Thinking of like blast fishing and just how not good for our purposes it would be, but also how much easier. It kind of reminds me like when I was a kid, like my dad and my uncles really loved like deer hunting and stuff like that. So I ended up just kind of you know, kind of against my will, I guess, like learning stuff about like deer hunting. Like did you know there's like a bunch of different ways to like, you know, hunt deer, right? Mostly here in the States, there are like 3 different ways that people go about hunting, right? Where it's like, first you have like the stalk hunt, you know, where you're kind of like camouflaging yourself and like walking around the woods, hoping to, I guess, like, you know, find the deer that you're hunting, right? And then there's stand hunting, right? Where you like sit up on a tree stand, you know, and you just have like you and your rifle up there and you sit up there and you wait a long time for something to hopefully, you know, come into your view, right? Secret third option though, where I'm from, we call that drive hunting. And that's, you know, when you hit a deer with your car. That one's the easiest, if you didn't know. I've personally never had that happen, but it's, oh gosh, it's happened to my grandma like 3 times, I think. I think 2 of those were in a year too, so it's just like, damn, Grandma. But I don't know. I was never really like interested in hunting and stuff like that myself. I feel like you typically don't want to do that. No, that's what I'm saying. It happens by accident. It requires no effort at all. That's why I said it's the easiest. You definitely don't want to do that. I mean, hell, like, you know, some parts of the country they'll still eat it, you know? Which I guess if something like that's gonna happen, well, I mean, I'm just saying I understand I understand wanting to make the best out of a bad situation, I guess is what I'm saying. But no, like I said, all I meant by that is that, like, it requires no actual effort from, you know, from the person doing said hunting. Hell, in that case, it feels more like the deer's hunting you. Yeah, like I said, I'm very grateful to have not had that happen. Because I've definitely lived places where there have been, like, a lot of deer. And they just kind of, like, hang out in the most random places sometimes, too. Like, gosh, like one of the places where I used to live, same place where I had the wolf spider in my kitchen at 5 in the morning, by the way. Yeah, there was, gosh, there was a time when I was, I want to say I was up at like 4:30 or something like that, because I had to be up like really, really early for work. Yeah, I was going in early to like do some overtime or something like that, but I was up at like 4:30. And, I guess just, like, going out and getting, like, my car started and stuff like that. Middle of winter time, I walk outside, and there's just, like, a couple of deer just standing in my front yard, and I'm just like, bro, what? In the middle of the city, you still get families of deer in your fenced backyard. That's crazy. I mean, that's the thing, though, is that, you know, they'll find a way to figure it out anywhere. Which in a way is kind of neat, but also at the same time it's like, holy crap, bro, what are you doing here? Right, it's about time to pack it in and go back to the aquarium, unfortunately. Like I said, I really hate leaving here empty-handed, but like, what are you gonna do? He's just not showing up, he's just not showing up. Now this is a real 2%. I feel like the 2% we had from the first area, like that one was like a fake one, you know? That was a pretender rare fish. I am gonna fill up our keep net before we go back though. So that way I can at least like have some stuff to sell. I can at least have that. Not fantastic, it's not what I want, but it'll do. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm saying, though, is like they're everywhere. Doesn't matter like how urban of an area you live in. It's just they're still just there sometimes. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, let's head back. Well, I guess we gotta take care of our fish tanks here too. So, alright. Silver lining, I guess. So the first one was a very lucky encounter. Yeah, it feels like it was. It feels like it was. I was gonna say, how is it not done? What do you mean? Okay, let's see. So, let's go ahead and grab this. And this is... Oh! Okay, okay. So we have to pay another 1K to be able to let us actually have saltwater in our tanks? That's crazy for research expenses. That's a lot, damn. Okay, let's see. Yeah, add a large tank. That looks good. Okay. I think if we come back when we've got like another, I guess like 1K points, then we should be good. Yeah, we should be good probably. Yeah, to just whatever we get from the ocean, just go ahead and put it in our tank there. Okay, I'll buy the next level upgrade for all of these. Okay. I thought it said something different there for a second. I was like, wait, what? There we go, and then let's go ahead and feed them. Perfect. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, and then, yeah, I think we just go ahead and head to the ocean. Yeah, I hate that we spent 1K to go there and, like, come back with nothing. Never seen a deer, but you found boars close to your house. Oh, gosh. I mean, boars are, gosh, they're very hostile a lot of the time, too. So I think that would be something to kind of keep in mind there. Like, they can be pretty dangerous. Although, like, hearing about that just, like, reminds me of, gosh, I guess that the boars that are, like, kind of taking over Japan. Hell, in other places, too. I've heard about it, like, quite a few other places. I'm gonna have to look it up, after, I guess, like, this fishing session here. I guess to remember, like, where I heard about it. But I want to say that I heard about, I guess, like a type of boar that was in like a certain area of the world, where they had basically somehow like consumed like so much, I guess, like toxic chemicals and stuff like that from the regular food that they actually change color. And they just kind of live like that. And it's like, wow, okay. That's not scary at all or anything. Yeah, you need like 4 to 5 people to hunt one boar. That's true, yeah. And then like you said, I think there are, I guess, like some wild boar species or populations that do have parasite problems, but I don't know if that's widespread or not. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if that's, you know, widespread or not. I have no clue. All right, let's see. Nice. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's just 2 each of the same thing. Damn it, come on now. It's the ocean. I know we've got more fish out here than that. Tell them to bring out the whole ocean. Man, and just like every time I play a fishing game, it just kind of be like, maybe fish for dinner. Yo! Okay, that's more like it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I want to see. Get it? Sea? Ocean? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. You don't get it, of course. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's see. Now that it's stormy on the ocean, what do we catch out here now? I would like to get at least, I guess, like one other new kind of fish before we head back. I don't mind waiting a little bit longer for that, because we're waiting on, like, you know, we're waiting on 1,000 research points anyway. Because if we go back now, we can't even, like, you know, shocked I don't just have seafood for dinner every Friday. You know, honestly, if it wasn't so expensive, I might, to be honest. sheesh. Like, I'm happy to keep seeing you, oarfish, but like, I need to catch something else too, you know? Hey, Sky, how's it going? Hope we're doing okay. But yeah, we're just kind of, you know, chilling out and doing a little fishing. No big deal. The fish IRL to fuel her seafood habit. See, that's the thing, is like, I don't know what to look for as far as like real life fish being like safe to eat and whatnot. I have no clue. Yo, okay, that's something. Damn, okay. Well, that is like 4 new kinds of fish. I guess if we go back, we can just like put them in our inventory, right? Yeah, and we won't have them like in our keep net anymore, so that's okay. That's okay. Man, these are some dirty fish. I feel like we keep having to scrub the algae from them. Like, what's going on with that? Interesting. I wonder if they have like some hidden stats that I'm not aware of, where it's like they generate more algae or something like that. I don't know. Oh, wait, shoot, did we hit the other goal? Hell yeah, let's go. Thank you, guys. Don't eat sharks. Well, I mean, that's easy to do because I don't have sharks where I live, so. But thank you for that. Thank you. That is very helpful to know. All right, let's go ahead and clean this place out here. Honestly, like, I could spend some time decorating, but at the same time, it doesn't really feel worth it. Need some fish for your restaurant. I mean, 18K for one fish is pretty nice, but no. I'm gonna say no thanks. Okay, mostly because I don't want to go back there and catch that fish again, you know? Okay, let's see. Yeah, we need 1K to be able to make our large fish tank here an actual, like, saltwater one. So it's gonna take us a little bit. All right, let's see. Well, first, before we go back, let's see. Fishpedia. Oh yeah, we still have these that we haven't caught yet. Damn. And then we still have this asshole. Okay, that looks like a big tuna. 15%. Wow, okay. Okay, so it looks like we can probably use like the worm lure for the rest of these to see if we can try to catch those. Or we can always go back to the lake and try to get the 2 that we missed there. Or we can try to go for that 2% again. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I think we go to the ocean. Let's go for it. But yeah, I don't know, like, isn't urea something that they use to make perfume? I want to say that I remember reading that somewhere. Holy shit, there's the tuna that we missed already. Nice. Okay, so everything else is, like crab pot fish. So damn, that one came out pretty quick, actually. I'm very surprised. Very surprised. Think to make perfume it's whale grease? I don't think so. At least not for here in the States. Actually, hold up. Now that I'm here, hold on. I kind of want to, let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so, Yeah, it was actually earlier this year that somewhere in California there were, I guess like wild pigs that were like neon blue. Like they looked normal on the outside, but like if you cut them open, like the meat and like inside their body was like bright blue. And that's just like, that's crazy. But yeah, it was rat poison. It was certain kinds of rat poison that they had consumed so much that their meat had become bright blue. I knew I wasn't crazy being like, I think this happened. So royal pigs? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I knew I didn't just like hear from that from nowhere, but yeah, like somewhere in California there was a bunch of like, yeah, like wild pigs, like boars that had, you know, eaten, I guess, like so much of like a certain kind of rat poison that just, you know, all their meat and stuff was like neon blue. Which, can you imagine, I guess, like hunting a wild pig and then you go to like, you know, skin it and stuff like that and then it's just neon blue on the inside? That'd be terrifying. Like, what? Okay, maybe I don't want to eat that. It makes you wonder how things like that happen, you know? You'd eat the blue pig, even knowing that the blue came from rat poison? I don't know about that, man. Shrek ketchup! I didn't even think about it like that. Oh gosh, that's so cursed. That's so cursed. Oh, that's cursed. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. But yeah, like I said, like, you know, wild pigs and like wild boars are no joke. They really are, you know? Yeah, there's been like whole areas of countries that have just been like completely like overrun with them, where they pretty much like took over. Not the NyQuil chicken. Oh God. Oh jeez. I swear every time I start to forget that story, something else reminds me of it. Why, man? That's so cursed. Gosh. Has been secretly preparing us for blue pork. Damn, I mean, when you put it like that. When you put it like that, it actually kind of sounds like you're not just talking out of your ass. That sounds like a new conspiracy theory just dropped. Oh, man. Okay. That one was really fast out of nowhere. That's interesting. I wonder if that was one of our rarer, I guess, like, crab pot fish. That'd be very unfortunate if so. Pork is the woke agenda. Oh, God. I mean, all right, I'll try it. Okay, all right, I'm sold. I'll try it. Sounds like one of those dangerous pranks. It kind of does, doesn't it? That also sounds like new TikTok challenge levels of of maybe being dangerous, you know? The new blue pork TikTok trend. Oh, jeez. That's what that sounds like to me. Like, just thinking about that. Because, yeah, like, gosh, like, what do they put in rat poison? Like, specifically? Because I don't think they usually make, rat poison actually blue, right? So, it kind of makes me wonder. That's pretty much what the NyQuil chicken was. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, now I'm just like wondering like what the hell is in rat poison that would turn them blue, you know? Like was it a particular brand that they were consuming or what? Like. But also, you gotta admit, that's pretty hardcore. That's pretty hardcore.
Or it's like I've consumed so much poison that would kill lesser creatures. Then now my skin's a completely different color.
Kind of like almost how the Incredible Hulk comes to be, right? I guess just like his, you know, experimentation on himself. It's like, you know, not only does he get huge, but he also gets green. Wonder if that's what happens to these boars eating the rat poison.
But also, is that not like...
Looking at rat traps online, a lot of them have blue poison. Yeah, but like, those are pretty small traps, aren't they? Like, how much of that would you have to eat to turn blue? They have a safety dye to warn that it's poison. That's so funny. Wait, so... So now they've just kind of, I guess, like, taken on that particular aspect? They eat poison rats? I don't think so. Are wild pigs carnivores? I don't actually know. So it seems like a lot of like wild boar species are like opportunistic eaters, meaning they'll basically like get their hands on whatever, you know, eat whatever they can get their hands on, basically. So I mean, maybe they are eating like poisoned rats. They just find like a dead rat and they're like, oh shit, free food. Yeah, it seems like they're not like specifically carnivores. It's more like they'll just eat whatever they can get their hands on. Like they'll take what they can get. From just like looking it up, that's what I gathered from that. Still just crazy. I mean, even if they were, you know, like eating like poisoned rats, you'd have to wonder, I guess, like how many of those they would eat to just, you know, have like their organs, like their inside flesh, stuff like that, all of that turn blue, and not even blue, just bright blue. It's one of those detective sitcom things. A farmer faints in the pig pen. Oh no, that's so cursed. Oh my gosh, what? Yeah, they're more chill, but they can eat a whole human. That's true. That's true. Okay, cool. So we got a clam too. Nice. I think we're missing one more. I think we're only missing one more bottom fish. I think. Like I've read about that in horror stories before, about like farm pigs, I guess like eating a person. And I guess I've, you know, seen it like alluded to in like horror games and stuff like that. Where I think there's a bad ending in like the second Fear and Hunger game where you can just get eaten by pigs. But yeah, I didn't know that was real. I mean, I assume it came from somewhere, but I didn't know that was actually like a real thing that could happen. Wonder if goats can eat meat? I mean, if they can eat like tin cans and garbage and crap like that, I would assume they probably could. I did? No. No. No, me personally, like kind of stuff's just too, it's too much gore and stuff like that for me. I'm not too cool with that. But I have basically, you know, I have listened to like a lot of like video like deep dives and stuff on it. So it's so funny because like I don't know, I've never been like great with with a lot of like horror stuff personally, but I mean, I'll listen to other people talk about it all day though. Gosh, I think there's like, man, I'm trying to think, but I think that like some of my most watched YouTube content has been like deep dives into like older obscure horror games that I will never play. There's just something so interesting about that kind of stuff, you know? There's just something so interesting about it. The random coin flip mechanic. Oh, definitely. Yeah, that would kind of piss me off. Like, imagine having your actual like first good run after like 35 hours of playing only to get it just completely ruined by a bad coin flip. Nah, I'm good. Like, I can be a little masochistic when it comes to like grinding for stuff, but not like that. Like, that's a little too much, I think. That's a little too much, I think. Okay, herring, we don't need that. I would love to be able to get this last one. Or at least I think it's the last one. I think it is. I think it is. Not entirely sure. Alright, let's see here. Nope, another herring. Yeah, a lot of those times, yeah, like you said, a failed coin flip is just a really nasty game over. Oh, goodness, you scared me, buddy. What are you doing? You okay? After I catch this fish, I'll check on him real quick and see if he's okay. He might be nudging me because he needs to go out, so we'll see. Hold on, give me a sec. Okay, well, it's a little bit early, but he needs to go out. So, let me go ahead and throw my BRB screen on real quick, and I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take him out and see if he needs to, you know, use the bathroom, and then we'll be right back. So, yeah, I'll see you in a few minutes. Oh god, it was just silent this whole time? What the hell? I'm so sorry. I am so sorry about that. Okay. Well, anyway, let's get back to this, shall we? Oh my gosh. Okay, so now he's trying to ultra scam me, because now he's barking at me like, where's my food? And it's like, buddy, I took you out an hour early because you needed to go. That's not, that doesn't mean it's dinner time. Now he's just like sitting here just staring at me like I betrayed him, like, but. Oh, man. Guys, we're in the void. I'm so sorry. Dang, we caught a mola mola? All I can say about the size of that fish is holy mola. But yeah, like I said, sorry about that. Dang. Yeah, I just kind of put it on and like went, because he was like, I can always tell like when he actually needs to go out versus like just wants to, you know? Because basically if he's trying to be kind of chill about it, but I ask him, like his whole like demeanor will change. Like he just literally jumps, just like, yes, 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 I need to. So, I mean, I'm grateful that he does actually tell me when he actually needs to go out, versus the alternative. That is so much better. Okay, not a mackerel. Well, we do have like the 1K research points, so I could go ahead and take these back. Especially since we have a large tank that we can make use of. So maybe I do that anyway, because we're like almost $200,000 too. I kind of hate to head back with just like one fish that we missed though. I guess I'll bring back something else big. Ah, goodness. But yeah, like I said, he's a goofball. He's a good boy though. Yeah, the alternative is cleaning the carpet. Exactly. Exactly. I've done my fair share of that. Oh my goodness. Y'all fish doing in here? What are y'all doing in here? My goodness. Okay, let's see. And then you guys. There's only 3 of you in here. How do you have this much algae? That's wild. What did you do? I mean, like, don't quite a bit of the fish, I guess, like, eat the algae and stuff like that? Like, shouldn't they be cleaner with the fish in them? I don't know. I've never really been like I guess like a fish owner, so I couldn't really tell you whether that's how it works or not. I don't know. I quite frankly have no idea. Okay, I think it's probably time for some more sponge upgrades, I think. Okay. Get this one, and then we'll convert that big tank to saltwater. There we go. Looks good. Okay. 5 million for the next one. Holy, okay, that's wild. That's actually kind of crazy. Okay, let's see. Can we actually just like... Oh wait, hold on. I gotta actually research the saltwater first. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Jungle. Oh, cool. There's a couple of new places to go then. Let's see. Ah, okay. There we go. Saltwater. Yes. Okay, and then let's see. We move it to the tank. And let's see, we move it to the tank. Okay, yeah, it's already almost full. Holy shit. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get our upgrades, and then we can put the oarfish in here. Yeah, Yeah, a very large lad indeed. Okay. That's why you need to get algae eater fish. Well, you know, I kind of felt I should have had those already. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so let's see. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 extra weight. I guess 5 extra weight if we wanted to put them all in here. I can't afford another large tank anytime soon, so I guess that's what we're doing. Gosh, I can't afford all that. That's too much. That's crazy. Okay. And then let's see. We have 2 weight. Well then, can't add this guy. I think we already have him in there anyway. Let's go ahead and put our crab in there. Yeah, we do have the mola mola in here already. Okay, cool. There we go. Yippee! The palicos when you need them? I mean, honestly, fair. That's fair. Okay, don't sell the stonefish. We can sell the mola mola. We can sell this. Not even red, what a ripoff. That's funny. Let's see. Do we actually have, I guess, like the largemouth bass anywhere? Is this him? Yeah, we do have him. Okay, okay. So we can go ahead and sell our largemouth bass then. And then these 3 are all saltwater. Okay. Let's see. Is there $1 million? Oh, gosh. Pleco fish? I don't think I've heard of those. If you're trapped in a tank with no toilet, it might be worse. Yeah, I suppose that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Okay. Well, if we need $1 million until we can afford our next tank, then I guess maybe maybe we kind of go all in on wait, didn't I just clean this one? Or is it one of the ones that I didn't clean when I came back here? I don't know. I don't know. Let's go ahead and feed these guys. Make sure I fed these other ones too. Nope, sure didn't. Okay. Okay, so it's capacity 3 out of 5. Oh, these are all saltwater. Okay, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Got it. Okay. I think then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to the lake, see if I can catch the yeah, we got the worm lure equipped. Okay, so we got 2, I guess, like crab pot fish to catch here. Super invasive because they eat a lot, grow big, and have thick scales. Oh gosh. Yeah, it sounds like they would be. That's kind of wild. I mean, still not as crazy to me as, of course, the wild boars that have just blue flesh. Like, just, I think one of the main things about it for me is that they just look completely normal on the outside. Like, they look completely normal until, you know, until you go to, like, skin it or, like, cut it open or whatever, and then it's all blue, and then it's just like, wow, okay. Really should hire someone to take care of the fish while I fish. I wish I could, but I don't think that's actually an option. Diving beetle, nice, okay. That's one of ours. We shouldn't be gone too long on this particular fishing trip anyway. Because we already got one of the 2 things that we need. We just gotta get the other one now. Especially since that one, the name was in blue, so I would assume that that's the rare one. So hopefully that means the other one's gonna be at least somewhat easy to get a hold of. I guess we'll see, though. You are kidding me! That was, like, right on it! What do you mean I failed that? Import them to clean the tanks, but when they throw them away, it becomes a biome problem. Yeah, that sounds about right. But no, definitely, if I had the option to, like, I guess, like, hire somebody at the aquarium to take care of the fish tanks, I would love that. Freshwater snail, wait a minute. Isn't that something that I got from somewhere else? I don't think that was something particular to here, was it? I don't think it was. But either way, hopefully we shouldn't be gone too long on this particular fishing trip. You watch, I say that, and it's gonna take like an hour to catch that other fish. I can see that being my luck. I can definitely see that being my luck. Oh, man. Okay, it's not a RUD. That's definitely not what we're looking for. I still love how the flavor text on that, though. It's just, I love this guy in Ant-Man. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and toss these out. I do want to keep the freshwater snail, like, just in case. I kind of don't think that that's what we need to bring back with us from here, but maybe it is. And, like, just on the off chance that it is, I really don't want to get rid of it. I kind of think the freshwater snail is what we got from the pond, though, wasn't it? I think that's where we got that initially. I think if there was any, like, one actual gripe that I had, it's, you know, I kind of wish that we could, I guess, open our Fishpedia, like, while we're out here. Now you're not interested in eating boar anymore. Well, like I said, that was in California where the blue, yeah, the blue boar flesh happened. So that wasn't, I don't think that was anywhere, like, close to you, I don't think. But yeah, it's California. Which does imply, it does imply that boar anywhere else is at least not gonna be dangerous to eat for that reason. Maybe for other ones, but not that one. Banator 3000, oh my gosh. No, that's a warthog, that's different, that's different. That's the kind of hog that cranks you, if you know what I'm saying. I'm sorry, that was unhinged. Anyway, oh, jeez. Okay, okay. Something about just kind of sitting out here waiting makes you go a little stir crazy, I think. Maybe just a little bit. Okay, channel catfish. We had that already. We already had the tilapia, too. Sure, the pollution here, the boars are also toxic or something. Maybe, maybe. I mean, who can say? Who can say? Crazy? I was crazy once. Crayfish! There we go. That's the other one. Okay, cool. I think we got everything we need from here then. Fishpedia. Nice. It's all finished. Okay. Now we just have this 2% catch from the river. Ugh. Okay. And we also have another 8%. Oh, damn. We actually didn't have them all. Shoot. Okay. I thought we had them all, but we didn't. Oh, no. That sucks, actually. And do I go for that 2% one, or do I go for this? Damn, only 8%? That's rough. That's pretty rough. Huh. Okay, well, not great. Let's see. Okay, and both of those take 1, so that's nice, actually. And then these two, so they'll go in there. Okay. Cleaning your tank since 350 million BC. That's funny. I love that. Okay. I mean, maybe this one that we have the snail in has been helping. The one that has a big javelin and mohawk fin. Do you mean this one? If so, yes, oarfish are real. Yes, they are. Yeah, this is the one you're talking about. Yes, that is a real fish. I don't think they're quite like that bright color. I don't think they're that same like bright color, but they do definitely exist. What do you want? 50,000 for 2 snails. Yeah, man, sure. The one I didn't get yet. Let's see. Which one do you mean? Do you mean this one? Because I can't really like see what it is. One I didn't get yet. It's kinda hard to say, you know? The second one. Wait. From in here? This one? Bluefin tuna? Yeah. Think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's real. It's just based on like a real. I had it selected. Oh my gosh! Ah! I think the chat latency is kind of killing us here. Okay, so it's a blue one. Okay, let me hold on. Maybe a few seconds behind. Yeah, you might be. If you mean this one, the mola mola, yeah, it's based on a sunfish. That one is real. Under the sunfish? Oh, the quahog. This is a type of clam. This is a type of clam. 2 under? Oh, this one? I don't know. I don't know what exactly this is. Like it doesn't tell me what it is. So I couldn't tell you if it's a real one or not. Yeah, this one I don't know. I can see the mohawk there. Yeah, I kind of can too. I kind of can see it too. But yeah, that's what you mean by blue, because it's rare. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what it's called or what it looks like until I catch it. So I can't really say whether or not it's real. Everything else so far though has been at least based on real fish though. Like I don't think I've seen anything in here that's just been like completely outlandish, except for maybe this little guy. But I've heard of a pupfish before too, so I'm inclined to believe that that's also a real type of fish. But yeah, I think we need to go either to the river or ocean. It does look interesting, I agree. I think let's go for the ocean one, mostly because I think that one's probably gonna be easiest. Yeah, 100K for a crab pot. That's crazy. I'd rather just use my worm lure here and see if we can catch it that way. I mean, it's the only thing that we're missing from here, though. So, I mean, we'll know it when we see it, I guess. Big boy mola mola. I have 300K though. Yes, but I don't have crab pots unlocked. Mostly because that's like 100, or not 100. It's 1,000 research points, and that's like half of what we've got right now. I didn't want to just spend that on something that I didn't need to, if that makes sense. It feels like an unnecessary expense that I can get by without. Like, it doesn't feel like something I need. Not when I have the lure that lets me just potentially catch them. Okay, let's go ahead and release these guys. We probably need to upgrade our keep net more, I think. I would like to at least be able to go to the jungle before we stop today. So that's what I'm hoping for. Like, we're probably not going to get far enough to unlock the coral reef, at least not at the pace that we're going. which honestly is okay with me. I'm okay with that. Catch a piranha. Maybe I will. Who knows? Maybe I will. That bad boy's gonna have to be in a tank all by himself. He's gonna have to chill out alone. Defeat the Amazonian otters. Otter? I hardly know her. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Okay, we got the clam again. I mean, we're getting a lot of, I guess, like, crab pot stuff right now, which is great. Just not quite getting the one thing we're looking for. Which, you know, it happens. It happens. I do find it interesting that we've gotten 2 stonefish since we've been here, though. Both of those are also the same catch rate as the one that we're looking for. So it kind of feels like, it almost feels like failing a 50-50 in Genshin. Like when you hit soft pity and it's a, you know, 50-50. Between, you know, getting the thing that you're actually pulling for versus something else. Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. Failed 2 50-50s almost in a row. That's kind of wild. But well, it wouldn't be my luck if we didn't have to fight for it, you know? Would not be my luck if we didn't have to fight for it, at least a little bit. But yeah, like, I don't know. I didn't know at the time, I guess when I made my schedule, that I was gonna be so tired by the end of the week, but I really scheduled myself a really chill weekend, which is nice. Because today's chill, tomorrow's also gonna be chill. Need a bait thumbnail to summon that streamer luck. I wonder if that's how it works. I wonder if that's how it works. That almost feels like, the time that I would get the streamer luck is if, like, I dedicated just, like, a full, like, late night stream to we're not leaving until we get this 2% catch rate fish. And then I'm gonna catch it in, like, 3 casts. And it's gonna be like, oh, well. That'd be kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. That would be my luck, you know? That would be my luck. Also, we did get another stonefish. So that means we have failed 3 50-50s. Which is kind of wild. But then, yeah, not to scare anybody, because, like, everything is fine. But, next week. Next week is my last full week until anniversary. Because I am going to be taking a break from streaming just to make sure, you know, I have the time and energy to be able to get everything else ready. And be, like, fully prepared for stuff, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to stream at all, like, during those 2 weeks. I think there's only probably going to be, like, maybe 2 scheduled ones. And then just, if I'm getting stuff done, like, ahead of schedule and I feel like streaming, then I will do more. If that makes sense. But yeah, so it'll be about, like, 2 weeks or so. So next week is, you know, my last full week streaming until anniversary at the end of the month. It's gonna feel really weird, mostly because I'm not the type to, like, really take much of a break that often. trying to take care of myself, yes. But also, like I said, I want to be able to put the appropriate time and energy into making sure that everything is as good as I can get it to be. You know, especially since Monday, y'all basically like talked me into just going ahead and doing my donathon for my anniversary instead of my birthday. So, yeah, taking the time away from streaming will basically like free up mental space for me. You know, avoids all that like waiting mode stuff that I was talking about on Monday. You know, where it's like if I have something scheduled like in the next few hours, my brain doesn't think I can like start anything or really like get into it. It's like, oh, nope, too little time. I just gotta wait. I just gotta wait until stream. And, yeah, you know, with me actually trying to get a decent amount of sleep each night, since I think I figured out my pills, yeah, that's just kind of what needs to happen, I think. But also, you know, taking that break will also, I guess, like, ensure that I'm not, like, straining myself beforehand or anything like that, so. Because that would be a real shame to have that happen again. Okay, so that's the crab. We had that guy already. We already had that guy. But yeah, like I said, make sure I'll have like plenty of energy for that too. Because like, I know you guys already know I'm doing the Persona karaoke that week for my anniversary, but I had a couple of other, like fun ideas planned too. And at least one of them should be a pretty long stream, so definitely gonna need some energy for that for sure. All right, let's see. I think instead of like trying to do both and, you know, maybe stretching myself a little too thin, I think it's probably better to at least pull back from streaming a bit those couple of weeks just to make sure, you know, things are as good as I can get them and I'm as happy with them as possible. Because the last thing I need to do is like be trying to do too much and then, you know, just end up staying up like super late, you know, working like for the next few weeks and and, you know, potentially have my health be like, nah, fuck this, I'm out. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. So yeah, like I said, it'll be weird. It'll be weird being gone for like, or at least mostly gone. Like, I'm still gonna be around, of course. Like, I'll still be online and stuff like that, but... But yeah, instead of streaming as much as I normally do, definitely gonna be pulling back from some of that and, you know, like I said, focusing on prep work. I think it'll be worth it. Jesus! Are you watching them, cousin? It just reminds me of those TikToks. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Let's throw these out. But yeah, I think the one out of those that I remember the most is like, Gosh, I think it's like either like someone left them a comment or like someone gave them a card that said like Jesus loves you or something like that, and he's just like,
Jesus! You love me, cousin?
no, I hate you. Then he throws a trash can at him. Man, we're gonna catch this damn thing eventually, I swear. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I kind of went in here. I'm like, well, it's an 8% catch rate. How bad could it be? You underestimate my lack of luck. All right. There we go. Easy peas. Well, that's not what I was looking for. But no, you know, I'll be around like usual, like on, you know, like on Discord and stuff like that. But yeah, the only streams that I'm actually planning for those 2 weeks is like, let's see. Hold on, let me look at my calendar real quick. The only ones I'm planning for that week are Monday the 10th, because we still have, after this next week, we'll still have one more demo stream, so I do want to tie up that loose end. And then probably Saturday the 22nd will probably just be like a, you know, like a short just chatting stream, just talking about what's in store for anniversary week. So those are the only two I have planned. Is there a possibility of me just kind of like doing some random unplanned stuff like during that time? Because I feel like it? Sure. Sure, but I'm also going to be trying really hard not to overextend myself, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to promise anything. Feels the urge to add games to that backlog. Man, every time, I swear. I still gotta, oh gosh. Yeah, as far as like next stuff that I want to play, like outside of, you know, our already themed stuff, like we still have Pokemon Conquest that's ongoing. So, I definitely want to continue that. And we have more fish stuff to do, so I'm gonna continue that until I'm done with those. But I think like outside of that, I'm probably gonna be mostly prioritizing, games that other people have bought me. Either, you know, either like my streamer friends have sent me as gifts in the past, or like that you guys have bought for me off of Throne. Like I've already played Storyteller, that was one of the ones. But yeah, there's plenty of others. There's Silly Polybeast, there's Dwarf Fortress. Definitely got to do Dwarf Fortress sometimes. I'm worried that's gonna be a whole other ass addiction though. Let's see, and then the other one was You Will Die Here Tonight, I believe. Which I think that one's gonna be fun. Because it is like a survival horror game, but it's not supposed to be like a hardcore one, you know? So I think it's one I can do. Pokemon Conquest then Pokemon Snap. Aw, man. Depends, do you mean the old one or the new one? Because like, maybe this is a hot take, I don't know. But I liked the new one, but it just wasn't the same. It just didn't have like that same kind of feel, you know? Yeah, the old one's definitely more charming. I agree. I 100% agree. It also felt like you had, I guess like more of an overall feeling of discovery in the old one too. Or at least that's kind of how I felt, you know, when I tried out the new one. New one felt a bit lifeless. Yeah, I think so too. I think that's a good way of putting that. I think that's a good way of putting that, personally. Damn, we still don't have him yet? Jeez. This one's stubborn. This one is so stubborn. Yeah, also the problem with like the crab pots and stuff like that is like, what do you mean I'm paying 100K to maybe get one fish that's not even new, that I can't sell for anywhere close to 100K. That just does not feel worth it, you know? I'd rather just spend the 500 research points on the worm lure and just use that. I think having the internet kind of harms it. Yeah, maybe. I guess being able to just like easily look stuff up instead of having to actually mess around and figure it out. Yeah, I could see that. That definitely makes sense. I do feel like there's probably like quite a few games that I don't know, were just like really had that sense of exploration in them when they first came out that probably wouldn't work today just for that reason. Because oftentimes now, like days after release even, you can just, you know, you can just go online and be like, how do I find X thing? Labyrinth of the Demon King! Yes, that's one too! Yes! Okay, yes. Yes. I knew I'd forgotten something. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you. I appreciate that. How am I meant to enjoy it without my private strategy guide? True. It was actually pretty funny, because, you know, back when I spent, I guess, like, a lot of my time with, the old, Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, I had the strategy guide for that, but I didn't really use it. I just liked looking at all, like, the cool art and stuff like that in there. It was a very well-loved book for sure. It was very well-loved. Another stonefish. That is 4 50/50s we failed. That's wild. I also think as fun as it's gonna be, I do think Labyrinth of the Demon King is gonna be like a whole other ordeal too. Mostly just because, you know, it's a Kingsfield-like. And I do not know my way around Kingsfield-likes at all. So I do think that's gonna be interesting. But then again, I've been interested in like trying out, I guess, like that type of game to begin with. Maybe going through and playing that will be what finally gets me to play Lunacid or Lunacid, I guess, however you decide to read that. Because that one is also a Kingsfield-like. I don't know. I just think that as, I guess, like, precursors to, like, Souls-likes, I think they're super cool. Yeah, back when Square and Nintendo weren't fighting. True. Such a wild time, honestly. Like what? You had like Final Fantasy on Nintendo consoles, and then you had projects like, you know, like I said, like Super Mario RPG. Like that is a wild collab project. And also just like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it was super well loved at its time, but I do feel like it's been like very influential, I think, in terms of like game mechanics, like other games that it inspired and stuff like that. I mean, it feels very influential, you know? But then again, of course, that could just be my bias. Watching Final Fantasy dev videos. To be fair, okay, like, to be completely fair, let's get real for a second. There's no way FF7 would have ran on Nintendo 64. There's no shot. There is no way that would have run on N64. Absolutely not. There is no way that was gonna happen. Yeah, Sega was still selling consoles then. Yes, they were. They were still in the console market. There it is! Ah! We got it! Okay, alright, we got it! Yippee! Finally! My gosh! I think it was like, what, 5 or 6 50-50s on the 8% catch rate? Man! So yeah, I'm just gonna fill up our net here, and then we'll take it back. Didn't see it in time. It's a pink progfish, is what it's called. Which I'll have to look that up when we get back to the aquarium to see if that's real or not. It's okay. I'll show it to you in a moment. I'll show it to you again in a minute. Not with that attitude. No, I think straight up. Because I mean, FF7 really kind of pushed like the PS1 to its limits too, did it not? I mean, especially like requiring multiple discs. At least I'm pretty sure it required multiple discs. But yeah, it felt like it kind of pushed the PS1. So if it pushed the PS1, there's no shot the N64 was making that work. There's just no way in hell. 4 discs. Okay, well, see. Yeah, there he is. There's our pink progfish. All right, let's go back real quick. I'll pull him up in the inventory so you can see him better. Yep, there's our progfish. I'm gonna actually look it up. See if that is something. It is real! Or at least it's based on something real. It's called a pink frogfish in real life. But it does exist. That's cool! That's cool. Oh, it does say frogfish. I read it as progfish. Am I stupid? Can I not read? Look like FF9 was also on PS1. Yeah, but that could also be. That could also be the result of like the PS1 having been around longer and them having more experience, you know, with developing for it. So it could be that they just got better and more efficient at developing for the PS1. So they're able to do more with the same amount. I think that makes sense to me, at least. The frogfish is ugly IRL. I don't know. I think he's like peak weird little guy. Try looking up how does a frogfish hunt? Oh. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Whoa, what? A modified dorsal spine that works like a fishing rod. Seriously? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty neat, actually. That's cool. You know, I've never actually seen Turbo, like the snail movie. I've never actually seen that one. Hoping we one day see the FF9 remake from the NVIDIA leak, though. I mean, it depends. Are they gonna fix how, Probably not. Like, the answer to that is probably just straight up no. Which, on the one hand, understandable. On the other hand, I have not desired to play FF9 because I hate the art style. That's probably gonna make some people mad, and I'm sorry in advance, but I have never played FF9 because I really don't like the art style. You know, that's fair enough, Index, fair enough. But it's the same reason I don't want to play FF Tactics either. That's apparently a frogfish. Oh, interesting, huh? I do find it funny that, like, you brought up Turbo, which I've never seen, and then SpongeBob, which I've never actually watched. So I wasn't allowed allowed to when I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to. For some reason, my parents cared about when stuff would rot in my brain, but not my siblings. Like Tactics in theory, just don't want to play it. That's, that's fair. I just really don't like the, I guess you could call it like super deformed art style, where they have like giant heads and hands and feet, and it just looks weird. It just looks inhuman. Yeah, it's not a game problem. It's 100% a me problem. Like, I will readily admit that it is just a me problem. Like, I have no problem admitting that. It is definitely a me thing. But I don't know. I just personally find that style of, I guess, like, designing and animating characters to be really unsettling. But no, you're absolutely right. Like I said, that's not a game problem. That's a me problem. That is 100% me. Wait! I did not read this properly before. What? Increases the chance to catch rarer fish? I think I might need that, actually. Same time, we're like right on the cusp of unlocking the jungle, man. But yeah, like I said, that's my whole thing about like why I haven't been interested in trying it out with 9, because I've heard some great things like from people that like really love FF9. Like I totally get it. Mostly because, I've liked weird games that people are just like, nope, yeah, but they were still like proportional to each other. Like their parts are all proportional and stuff for the most part, except for Malo. We don't talk about him. we don't talk about Malo. He's built different. He's built a bit differently for sure. But no, I mean, it's just, I don't know. Like I said, FF9 did that, and then the first, like, FF Tactics also did that, and I didn't like it either time. Just for some reason, that just, like, instantly puts me off. And, like, I really hate that it does, because, like, it feels unfair. It feels like an unfair reason to not be interested in something, you know? I get it. And it is. 100% it is. But that's just like a mental hurdle that I just cannot get over. I also think that part of it is just I've maybe gotten more autistic as I've gotten older. So, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing there. Okay, so let's see. Let's go ahead and put our new guys in here. Wait a minute. You'll never guess what I did. I accidentally sold that quahog clam. Not realizing that I didn't already have it in the fish tank. Good job, me. Nailed it. Yay! Can all be united that FF8 was trash. I mean, I didn't care for FF8 personally. I didn't really care for it myself. And we can just like wait a couple more minutes. I guess like have the 4K to unlock the jungle, and then we can go on like a fishing trip there and see if we can get anything cool. See what we find, because it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff. Coral Reef definitely has the most though. I would have loved to unlock that this session, but it's just not going to happen. So, oh well, it is what it is. Can I actually afford any more researchers? I can. Ooh, maybe we'll get there a little faster. It's unfair to me for missing out. Yeah, I suppose so. I guess you could look at it that way. guess you could look at it that way. But then again, it's also, I don't know, it sounds kind of weird, I guess, to put it like this. But at the same time, like, I don't necessarily need a reason to not play something. Because, like, as many games that exist, as many different, I guess, like, types of games that I like or am interested in, I've got, like, even if another game I was interested in, like, never came out again, I would have stuff to play for literally ever. Like, I would have so much stuff to, you know, just keep playing for years without needing to, you know, even look at getting something else. So with a backlog like that, yeah, I get a bit pickier. I do. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, though. Importing Advent Children to the... Wait, FF13? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yeah, it was really, really disappointing. Just, like, how... Oh, my gosh. I really think that people were, like, hoping that they were gonna go, like, the 12 route and have it be, like, more open world, but, oh, gosh, it so wasn't. It so wasn't. It was very much not that. It was very much not that. Alright, let's see. Can we actually go? It takes 100K? What do you mean? Are you joking? Are you joking? What do you mean 100K? I think I should have expected that, though, to be honest. Okay. Well, then we'll feed these guys, and then in a couple minutes we'll have our money. Yeah, because we get 32K a minute, so we gotta wait, like, what, 2 minutes or so? What is my current farm rate? Well, like I said, we've got all our stats right here, so, you know, if you just read. I'm sorry, I will never not bully people for not reading. But yeah, our cash per minute is 32.41K, so we just gotta wait around for about a minute or so, and we should have our money just fine. Airplane pilot charges a lot because what crazy person wants to go to the jungle? That's so real. Are we doing backhanded stuff in the background? Because 30K a minute is a lot for Aquarium. I mean, that's true. To be fair, we do have this chef coming in, you know, wanting 2 crayfish and gonna pay us $66,000. So, I don't know, I think that's a little suspicious. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Bit frustrating to never be able to enjoy all the things people made genuinely to entertain people. Yeah, I can agree with that. It definitely is kind of sad, I guess, to know that it's literally impossible, I guess, to experience everything. I managed to find a stock market game yet to stream. I sure did. I sure did. I do believe it's called Stock Simulator 9800. If you wanted to look it up. Why did I do that? Anyway, let's see what kind of cool stuff we get from here. I do think this will be my last fishing trip of the evening, though. Neopet stock market. Yeah, but I'd have to start Neopets again. I would have to start Neopets again. Not the baby trading one? Shit, you're right. I do have that. I do have that, actually. It's like the, what, Space Warlord baby trading sim? Yeah. Hey, look, we caught a piranha! Just like Mariachi mentioned earlier, we did catch a piranha. That's the first thing we caught. Yippee! He's gonna have to be in a tank by himself because he's gonna eat everything. Imagine like that's actually a mechanic. And like, if I put him in a tank with, oh shit, electric eel, okay. Yeah, imagine I put him in a tank with other stuff and like I come back from a fishing trip and just everything but it is dead. He's been going to therapy. Oh shit, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. That is cruel of me. You're right. You're right. But then again, it's not like we didn't know I'm evil. It's not like we weren't already aware of this. Another electric eel. Okay. I just want to come back with like all new stuff. For some reason, I was expecting like that third bob to be when it says go, so I just pre-clicked. So I was doing the Animal Crossing method, I think. Yeah, I was doing the Animal Crossing method of just like, you know, I guess waiting for that third bob to go through. And just be like, all right, next one. Next one's when I have to push it. There's like a maximum of like 4 bobs, I think. And if it didn't happen on like the 3 before it, it was definitely gonna happen on the 4th one. Oh my gosh, I'm just catching all the same stuff, man. Come on, give me something else. So if you buy stocks and okay, I don't know. But what I do know is it's basically like being a stockbroker in Japan, like during the 80s bubble. I think it's that kind of simulator. Found new favorite fish today. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, no, I agree. Like the music for this game is like super comfortable. It really is. Very comfy game. I do think that the fishing game I plan on doing after this one, I think you're probably gonna like that one too, Lum. This is a cat that's going fishing. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can actually like tell you the name of it so you can, you know, look into it beforehand if you're interested. Just gotta, you know, finish this fishing trip first. There we go. We're doing Sonic Adventure 1 of the Cat campaign. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. I hadn't even thought about, you know, the fact that that could maybe fit this, actually. We couldn't go in with, like, a new save, though. Like, we would need to, you know, I guess, like, start with all the Froggy stages unlocked. So that would definitely, like, require either, you know, some, like, pre-stream work on my end, or, you know, I'd have to, like, get a save file from somewhere. Hell, do I even have, like, a working copy of, like, Sonic Adventure 1 anymore? I don't even know. Might be harder than I thought, actually. Mostly because, like, while I played it once, I got like 100% once. I've played it more than once. But yeah, I don't know. I've gone through and 100%ed it, like, once. I don't think I could do it again. I just don't think I could. I think that requires a level of strength that older me just does not have. Shut up! What do you mean? Okay. I don't like when it does that. Like it starts in like random spots there. It started on the thing. I clicked it immediately and it still said I failed. What kind of strength? That mental fortitude. Oh, a mata. Nice, cool. Well, that's cool. That's cool. We did get some new stuff. Arapaima, yep. Archerfish. Biological super soaker. You know what? I can see it. What's the matter with you? True. Oh, man. Now this is gonna get the song stuck in my head. Damn it. Hate it. Hate it. Okay. Well. Let me pull up my Steam here and find the fishing game that I was talking about. Okay, yeah, the game that I was talking about, Lum, it's just called Cat Goes Fishing. Yep, it's just called Cat Goes Fishing. Looks very cute. But yeah, just reminder again, for the members, I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow, at noon my time, so about 4 hours before my normal stream time. And, yeah, if you are a channel member at the $5 tier or higher, then you can join and play sledding game with us. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a very cute and chill time. And what a perfect way to beat the heat. But anyway, that is definitely where I'm gonna leave off today. I think that's a good spot to leave off. Let's see. Is there anybody on right now that I might like to raid? Let's see. Oddly enough, no. No, there isn't. So that's interesting. Huh. Also, the time limit to send the Persona music is after tomorrow's. Yeah, I plan on ending somewhere around like 2:30 or 3 p.m. My time tomorrow, and that'll be when the Persona karaoke like music submission thing, when that form will close. So you didn't have it on wishlist, but you do now. All right. Okay. Well, yeah, like I said, I guess I don't have anyone to raid, so that's kind of wild. I guess I have been ending earlier than I usually do on Fridays. That's okay. Like I said, you know, not trying to, I guess, like, stress myself out or anything. Lured in or another game? Oh, you mean for next Friday? I think I'm probably just gonna do a Cat Goes Fishing next Friday, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Cause like, this is cool, but there's also gonna be like a lot of waiting and stuff like that. Especially just, you know, I can tell what's going on based on the fact that it really wants me to, you know, do like Ascension and stuff like that, which basically has us, you know, selling our entire shop, and starting again. So usually ones that require that, there's gonna be quite a bit of like waiting around. So I think I would rather just like move on to, you know, to Cat Goes Fishing and probably just finish this off stream. It is very nice though. Definitely very comfortable for sure. But yeah, so take care everybody. For the members, I will see you tomorrow. And then everybody else, new schedule Sunday, and I'll see you again Monday. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye-bye. Man, I'm telling you, that flavor text from that Electric Eel, that song's gonna be stuck in my head now. You know the one where it's just, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Surely I'm not the only one here that's old enough to have heard that song, right? Anyway, good night.